live on right now.
Is it playing the intro? Or
Yeah, it's playing the intro.
Okay, good.
And I don't know with the delay when we should start talking. I'll let you know when I see us, and then we can start. Hey, everybody, we're having technical difficulties again. If you couldn't fucking tell, because we're sitting here having a stupid ass conversation about nothing. Sawyer, can you still hear us?
All right, no, it is counting down. So we're at 20, 28, 27. So it is counting down.
Fuck that counting down shit. Sawyer, you still hear us?
I don't think anybody can hear us right now.
I heard Patrick.
Patrick, can you hear us? Oh, I guess I can. You're not supposed
Okay,
to
so what about Sawyer?
We'll find out here in a second.
We'll find out. 6, 5,
Shit.
4, 3, 2. Oh, wait, we're live.
And what's happening, folks?
Hello, everybody.
I see her.
Welcome.
What about can we hear Sawyer now?
Sawyer, can we hear you?
Uh-oh.
We lost your microphone. Oh,
wait.
Oh, there you were. That was it. What
happened?
you just did.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, this is commercial. Do you know what I mean?
What was that?
It sounds like a Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I kind of feel like
Yes.
this one.
Like right on, right?
Right on.
Right
Yeah,
on.
right on.
Right on. Yeah. Me
Well,
and her
well-
can go back to the 70s.
All right. So real quick, I'm noticing right off the bat when Patrick speaks, it cuts off her mic. It just happened. As soon as he starts talking, it cuts her mic.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, that was a little mean, but it is kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
What was funny? I didn't hear it. What was
Patrick's
funny?
height.
That Patrick height.
Sorry, no, I mean
And his face.
my bad.
And his 14
Whatever.
pairs of glasses.
Hey, at least I can see.
I would hope so. Can you fucking count the craters on the moon?
All right, before we
1, 2, 3, 4,
before we
5,
get
6,
too
7, 8,
off
9,
into
10.
the weeds, let's go ahead and
Yes.
let's stamp the show. Let's introduce the guests. Let's get things rolling since
In
we're
case y'all can't read at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it says FU Podcast, episode 195. It is January 2nd. Oh, wrong year, 2024. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
still out there.
2023, we went back a year.
Hope your new year was awesome, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Yes. We'll have our technical team fix that right away. Panda right on it.
I like it.
Technical team.
Our technical team, yeah, look, they're Johnny on the spot. They fixed it right away.
37 minutes later.
Oh, Jesus, what a fucking day.
No shit.
All right, everybody, how y'all doing? Happy New Year. Hope y'all had an amazing time, amazing New Year. If y'all want to tell us in the comments how it was, what you did, that'd be great. If you got to light off some fireworks, blow some shit up, hopefully not burn houses or trash cans down. Andy.
None were burned down this year. Nothing was burned down this year.
I know.
And we avoided the cops by 2 minutes.
We did. And that cops came in hot, dude.
Yeah.
It came in like 80 miles an hour.
Blew through the stop sign to go after the neighborhood the other neighborhood that was blowing up fireworks.
Yep. Hey, Patrick, were you there when the cops came rolling, cruising
No,
through?
I think
I had walked in.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sawyer, we weren't doing any like first time on the show and like, hey, we avoided the cops. What were y'all doing exactly? We were shooting fireworks off in an unincorporated incorporated neighborhood.
We can avoid our cops because we only have 3 and they don't work at night.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
Where
are you at?
We just wait till the sun goes down and do whatever the hell we want.
Where are you at?
That's kind of how we do at the lake because we know that at 7 o'clock they're gone.
I'm in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan.
Okay. Okay. No doubt.
How's the weather up there right now?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you what, I'm wearing like 5 shirts and a sweatshirt and I'm sitting on a heated blanket.
And is that a wood stove behind you on your right or your left?
Wherever. No, it's just a stove.
Oh, okay. Like
It's fancy.
It's fancy.
It's fancy.
It does look
It's-
fancy. I like your setting. It's very conducive for what you do.
Yeah, this is where I sit and make all the magic happen.
Nice.
So, audience, those of you who haven't figured out already, we have a guest this evening, remoting in from Michigan. Chilly, Michigan. I was born in Indiana, so I understand chilly weather
Yeah.
this time of year. But as far as so make sure I got this correct. Sawyer Saint Andrews.
Yep.
All right. So now is that now Saint a middle name, or is it you say it all at once, or how is it hyphenated? Am I making a mistake? Or a writer with a name like Sawyer,
You're right. You got to be
you know,
Right?
little humor there.
I know, a little Tom Sawyer in there. No problem
There
with
you
that.
go.
Very cool, very cool.
So, can you tell us about your journey to become a writer? Since we're on the subject of writing.
Yeah, I just always wrote. And then I really got heavy into it. I was up in the Alps and I was dating some guy named Tom and he dumped me. And the only reason I was dating him is because he wore eyeliner and I thought it was badass. So anyway, I'm up in the Alps.
It's called guyliner. Get it right.
I mean, nowadays that's pretty pretty normal.
Nowadays that's the norm.
Today's America.
Yeah, back in the day it was hot. But anyway, Blizzard kept us all in and I was drinking with a bunch of Americans in Pizza Hut and sitting outside on the bench with all the snow and writing
The neighborhood bar, Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
But they sell beer there. So
No.
anyway, that's when I really started writing.
I didn't think you were getting
Pizza
drunk on
Pizza Hut up north, man. Yeah, back in the days, man, this is a place to go.
Hey, they got
Yeah,
Fox
it was in
pizza up
the
there?
Alps. You know what I mean? It was in the Alps.
Oh, it's in the Alps. Man, they got
Yeah, that's
Pizza Hut all the way
badass.
up there.
Huh?
You gotta have
Damn,
pizza.
America be
Everybody gotta
penetrating
have
all the
pizza,
countries.
bro. Pizza's the shit.
Well, the only reason I went to Pizza Hut is because I was heartbroken and I wanted to speak English. And that's where all the Americans were hanging out. Yeah, I can speak it, but I didn't want to. I just was like,
oh man.
But anyway, that's when I really started writing. Then I wrote satire for a bunch of Irish pubs and kind of went on from there. And then I got really mad and I thought, well, I can't afford therapy, so I'll just write some books about killing people. And it was awesome.
I mean,
Patrick, have you read any of her books, or has Misty read any of it? She said killing, you know what I mean? I'm sure
Yeah,
I've read all of them.
Well,
I know. I'm getting her book. I'm
Isn't
getting
they
her book tomorrow.
Which
You
one?
know what? You
The
should.
Fourth Act of Chaos? Which one?
yeah, Fourth Act of Chaos, right?
Yeah, is that the one?
Yeah. That's the one I'm getting. Yeah.
Okay, sure you
Or
are.
actually,
I just told you.
actually,
so is
Yeah,
I just gave the answer.
talk is cheap. Talk is cheap.
Uh,
But yeah,
actually, what
It's
we
good.
should do, Sawyer.
Yeah.
Actually, what we should do is we should trade books.
Mm-hmm.
You give me one, and I give you one.
Yeah, but that means I got to go to the post office, and it's hard up here.
Okay,
I got-
fine. I'll order it.
I remember him telling me to be quiet and let her talk. Like, and I feel like he needs to shut his salt shaker right now.
Shut it. There's a new T-shirt idea. Shut your salt shaker.
That is a good.
That is a good
So
one.
you so Fourth Act of Chaos. So does that imply that this is a series? Was there a first, second, and third act, or is this was that what you?
Or do you want to walk us through it so that it makes
All
more
right.
sense?
Yeah, I got you. No, the first book is The Garrison Effect. The second book is 93 Kilometers to the Better. And then the Fourth Act of Chaos. But the fourth act of Chaos within the book tells you the other three acts, which are
Okay.
pretty violent, which is, awesome.
I mean,
you get revenge.
Yeah, violence. Some I guess can be.
It's not
I
that.
do watch
It's not,
violent movies.
well, it's not too violent. It's just really more about werewolves. That's why I always hate when people, Jesus Christ, when people, they're like, oh, I don't know. And you're like, they're werewolves. And they're like, yeah, but maybe that person shouldn't have done that, or this person shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, and again, werewolves.
It's
But
a book. It's
It's a book.
not
It's
based on a true
fiction.
story.
Like I find myself doing that, like in the superhero movies too, and then they're like, dude, he like flies. and he has laser beams for eyes and shit. Okay,
Exactly.
yeah, I get it.
That sounds like a bad '80s flick.
Well, the
This is
whole
what your face looks
No,
like.
it does. It sounds like a bad '80s flick. If
I like
if
how
it's
it
a
was like
werewolf
radio
and they
silence.
have lasers, it's a bad '80s flick. You have to agree with me,
Werewolves
Sawyer.
and lasers. I said superheroes. Anyways, back to Sawyer.
Go ahead.
So tell us a little bit about the fourth act of Chaos.
Okay, so this is the culmination. They're going to war, and it just brings it all together. But there is a second book in there. It's kind of a red herring, so to speak, which is really cool. And then it ties everything together. But the whole thing was all three books, and then including the fourth. It's rewriting werewolves because that stuff's just dumb. You know, oh, somebody scratched me, full moon, turning a hairy dude. Hell no, I made it dead sexy.
Oh, you made it sexy, huh? You bring it sexy,
Oh,
back.
hell yeah.
Oh, she made it sexy. We gotta read it.
Nah,
Oh,
definitely.
you do. Read it
So-
and weep. Read it and weep.
Is there anywhere? So, I mean, are you on ebooks? Are you on the shelves? We're all about shameless self promotion here. So, go ahead and lay it all out there. Let our audience know where they can find this at, or any of your
Well,
writings.
definitely Amazon, and it's spreading pretty good. So, there is an art agency down in Texas in Austin, and they got a few hundred books down there. So,
Okay.
they're selling them out. And I did my first book signing at Fredo's in Austin. Yeah, it was very posh. It was very cool.
Very cool.
But they had all read the book, so it was a real easy book signing because they already knew. And then they had actors there playing out the characters, which was awesome. It was pretty cool. The only thing I'd say, and it wasn't really a negative, is the Italian guy down at the counter. He's one of the owners. Amazing dude. Can't remember his name because I was drinking, but he kept pouring me these glasses of wine, and I was like, wait, like, I can't keep track and do this other thing. So eventually I was pretty toasty, but it was very posh. It was very, very beautiful. But a lot of people showed up, and it was really cool. The one guy, he was reading the arc of the book, right? And he was deadpan, and I was like, wait, what? But he was deadpan when he wrote it. But anyway, I have fans that sign up to get killed in the book. I've killed them all. And
Can I please get Andy from? I murdered this motherfucker named Andy, and like, no shit, man, damn.
Yeah.
no, I loved it. I love killing my friends. That was so much fun.
Love
Everybody had
I
fun
love
with it.
killing my friends.
So
I love killing my friends.
Hey, that's what I'm
Friends
gonna
are
do.
still
next
alive
one, is
because
kill
she
my
writes
friends.
and couldn't go to
Yeah,
therapy.
and at one point, I had a co-writer, but he had to duck out because he got married and had some kids. So I had to kill him, and he just didn't want to look back.
If somebody just
Just
tuned in
wanna
and
look
this is out of context,
He got married, so I murdered him.
I know they're going to hear that. They're going to be like, what
Good
the-
evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to True Confessions.
Okay, but here's the cool part. He did die on a $15,000 rug. If you're gonna go right. You know what I mean? Go
Was it
right.
like alpaca or some shit.
No, it's
What a beautiful rug. What a beautiful rug.
But watch out, Peter gonna come after you for that fake fictitious
Mhm.
fiction.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he gets his esophagus ripped out. But he had a really righteous death.
Man, Patrick, that sounds like some of the movies you write.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's where.
Have you ever thought about making her adaptations of her books?
Yeah.
Fucking
Actually-
Patrick's characters jerk off in the corner using their tears as lubes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
No, anyway,
Okay, Andy,
Oh.
shut up. Man. God dang, man. I mean,
So,
I'm
okay.
remote. You still won't shut up.
so Sawyer, I gotta ask this. So, and I might as well, since we're on the
What, I
on the
can't
like kind of the
finish?
murder books. What? So, do you have a process that you go through when you're like a specific? I mean, is it the same every time, or is it something different? What is it in your process when you're writing some of these?
She
All
gets
right,
off her
so-
meds.
And then
Get
she
the
thinks about Patrick's
I don't
short,
take any
salty
meds.
ass.
I don't take any meds. All right, so here's the deal. I listen to real sad country music. So
Okay,
I'm all bummed out, right? And then I just literally dive in. And I already have an outline. I already know, where I'm headed anyway. And then I manic write. Like, I'll just sit down. It doesn't take me a year to write a book. It takes me about 3 months. Like, I know what I'm doing, and I just, boom,
What
get
happens
in.
when like your ideas come like to your like head faster than you can write? Like that's always my challenge. I'm just like, fuck.
I write
Can't
side
move fast.
notes. Well, I don't edit when I'm writing, so I just write side notes.
Okay, yeah. No,
And,
it's
and
smart.
just like reminders and stuff. But I have it in my head, so and you're right, because you do write faster than you can think. But I just keep going and just remember, and then just put it on the side if I can't remember. But at some point, you have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'll write a note to myself. But the problem is when you go to sleep, that's all you can think about. So I have to cut off like at 7 p.m. Otherwise, shall all murder and mayhem.
Yeah.
But a lot of the
Wonder what your
stories.
dreams are like. Shit.
So going back to the music, any particular artist or songs or anything that kind of motivate you or inspire you to,
Yeah,
to
it has
murder?
to be.
Yeah.
It has to be real sad. It just has to be
Thunder
so
rolls.
sad. Yeah, I don't even care who sings it. It's in the background. I just listen to it.
I didn't know
and
if you had like a playlist like you could share. here's my motivational playlist.
Yeah, here's a murder playlist.
Here's a
Go
playlist
get
for
'em,
murder
ladies.
people too.
literally have it. Literally have it on my phone.
Hey, you know what?
But I wrote
Mine is like the chill, ambient music.
Nobody asked
That
you. You're
What
not.
is that?
I was gonna say this.
Wait, what is that?
I'm just kidding. What's your playlist, Patrick?
Like nobody fucking cares.
Ambient music? Isn't that supposed to be like relaxing?
ambient, chill music. That's mine.
Yeah, that's supposed to be relaxing.
Fuck, where's the salt shaker?
It
This
is
the
relaxing.
perfect time
Shut
for
the
it.
fuck up, Andy. Shut up. Let me talk. God, man. You know what? You never shut up, man. I'll come over there and slap you in your fucking ugly ass face, dude.
The salt shaker.
You could just sign him up. I'll just kill him in the next book.
Hey,
Sawyer,
Sawyer, his name is Andrew. His name is Andrew.
Oh my
Kill
God.
him in the next book and make it really gruesome because I like to see that.
Ain't nothing better than taking down a man. It's just yummy.
Or read that.
Patrick has not asked one question. All he's done is talk.
No, because I know all. I mean, I know.
That's cool, man. No, you.
All right,
Because
so, hey, we'll give
I know
Patrick an
her,
opportunity to talk and actually say something.
You want to ask a
I
question?
never do because Andy's always talking.
I hear excuses.
So, Patrick, tell me how y'all two know each other, how y'all met, since you said y'all met back in, you said 1970?
No, I said we can relate back to the 70s.
Oh, you can
I
relate.
didn't say we met in the 70s.
Okay, I just caught 70s in there. Sorry, we had
That's
some.
creepy because then we would have been kids. So, yeah.
That's true.
Patrick,
Yeah,
That's true.
Patrick was like 48.
And what just crossed my mind, Sawyer, I'm not going to say that. You know how kids back in the 70s used to be. So, you know,
Well, I
you
grew up,
know,
but
play
see, I grew
hospital
up
and
around
all that
Detroit.
shit.
No, but I grew up around Detroit, so my accent was significantly different. Like, I swear to God, and I was playing hockey back then.
Playing hockey. Damn.
Hockey's dope.
Oh, hell yeah, I love hockey. Left forward.
There is.
You love hockey?
Mm-hmm.
You like hockey?
So
I
do you?
think call it hockey. Like
Hockey.
HAWKEY. Hockey.
Hockey. I love hockey. I'm left.
Hockey. The only
There you
hockey thing
go.
he does is when he's hockey's a loogie.
Oh, that's so
He doesn't even watch.
nasty.
He doesn't even watch.
That's
it.
nasty as fuck, dude. Shut up.
It is nasty. That, like, your mama
Yeah,
should teach you.
You should tell Patrick that. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, you
So
can't. You
Sawyer,
can't.
Sawyer,
You
back,
can't.
back to you on the writing process. Do you actually have a writing room, or do you just wherever the inspiration strikes you, you just start hammering down on the
She's
pen?
in it.
I'm in it right now.
Okay. Now, do you go there? I mean, is that just it all the time, or is it just? I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, unless somebody's really pissing me off to the point where I have to sit outside, but I can. So some of this was written down in Texas. I couldn't do much outside because the freaking ants. I fucking hate them. God, I hate them. The heat don't bother me. But up here, it just has to be indoors because, like, I live in the Arctic, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, just making sure I'm by myself. I don't like, I won't talk to anybody. I don't answer the phone. I don't, it's just straight. I'm in the characters.
Now, is that for the 3
And then you
months?
have to keep the characters straight because some of them are from Texas, some are from Scotland. So you got to keep the dialect straight on all these different characters, and some are Aussies. So when you put all that together, you have to make sure your dialect is correct when you're writing. I already had the Austin one down, Texas. I had that one down. But then, like Scottish, I knew some friends from Glasgow, probably not saying it correctly. First of all, don't ever drink with Scottish people.
Yeah.
But
Why? Because they can
well,
outdrink
and I
you.
did, huh?
I'm not
Why? Because they can outdrink you.
Oh my, well, I'm Irish, but
German,
yeah.
Irish, and Scottish. They're all
Yeah, trust me.
Russians too.
I will say this too: don't ever try to outdrink a comedian. They will fucking run circles around you.
I can feel you on that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's all they
There's
do.
a lot of. That's another thing. I put a lot of humor in the books too.
Good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
So it's funny, but I guess like when I mean, I did say it was pretty volatile in there, but honestly, they don't care. I mean, it's irreverent because they're freaking werewolves. So like,
Yeah.
I don't like you, I'll just kill you. But I rewrote all of that. So now you got the base history, then you got movement. So second book is when the Americans come in and they figure all their shit out too. But I made it just so that, like, I just thought the whole thing was stupid. But it really started from my one of my kids. We were just watching sci-fi B movies, and he was like, "God, this is stupid." And I said, "I know." And he goes, "You should write it." So that's how I just started writing from there, and it was great because went to the book signing. Now he's a grown man. He's 23. He's so cool. He's like a 30-year-old Yoda, but in a 23-year-old body. Anyway, he got to sit there with me while we're doing the book readings, as now the series is completed. Although, if they ask me to write more, I will totally write more. But because I left it open-ended. But
Oh, so
that
you
was
did leave it open.
great.
Okay, so you have the opportunity to expand on it.
Oh yeah, I could write like 5 more books off of it, but I don't want to unless it gets to film in any which way, and then I totally would.
So,
And I
well,
could just
speaking of that, if it goes to film, would it be a full feature or would it be a series or what were you thinking?
honestly, I wouldn't care either way. I'd be happy because Mama needs a Jeep.
Mama needs a Jeep.
Get it, girl. Get it. I hear you. 4-wheel
And
drive.
not just any Jeep, not any Jeep. I want a kind of like an armored type Jeep. I mean, look where I live. These deers throw themselves out you. They're like all suicidal here. Driving down the road, wham! Like, Mama don't want to hear that. I need spikes on my shit so that I could spike them and then just drag them home, clean them, give them to the
By
neighbors.
the
I don't
time
like.
you get home, it'll be all bled out and it'll be good to go.
I know. I just
Hang
don't.
on.
I don't like venison, but I like it for my neighbors, and then I can trade off and get like half a cow.
It's all about bartering.
Yep.
Yeah, up here.
When you were writing, and I don't know, I'm sure different authors have different answers to this, but when you were writing, this is kind of a 2-part question. Do you think about the readers that are going to be reading this? And if you do you think about like what kind of impact are you wanting? Like what kind of emotion are you trying to get them in that book? Like how like do you think
Gotcha.
about that angle at all?
Okay, the only time I think about readers is to make it easy for you. Like I'm not trying to make this rocket science for you. But when I really think about readers is bringing you in. Like I have to get you involved as quick as possible. Like I can't have you waiting to figure this shit out. Like I need you to get it right away and feel it. And then secondly, while you're in the book, I need you to like not want to have to go to the bathroom, skip that meal, not talk to your man or your woman or whatever. I need you to go just a second. I can't. I gotta know. And then as far as the impact goes, especially in book 3, it really comes down to some of your own life experience. And if you've dealt with a lot of shitty ass people, which I have, this is about being empowered. And
Basically taking the power back, right?
Yeah, because if you've gone through a lot of massive, crazy, bad shit, it's great to know there's light on the other side. And that really comes through, especially in book 3, where my character specifically is like, fuck this shit. Like, I've absolutely had enough. And does have business sense and does know what she's talking about and keeps getting marginalized and people talking over her, et cetera, and really fights through that. But then there's other things, that magical stuff, where a lot of it, like if you don't have closure when somebody dies, some of that comes in, and how you can obtain that type of closure and stuff. And the magical portion, which is throughout the book, is a lot of it's freaking real, like breaking glass. And I think I talked to you about that, Patrick, about breaking glass and talking to dead people and all that crazy shit. And you know, just behind me, all the stuff you see behind me is tied to the walls because it just flies off. So there's a lot of truth in there, and you got to be.
Andy, did you hear that?
You got to be super passionate.
Andy's our resident ghost hunter, so you got.
Yeah, but you got to be super passionate. But really,
Oh.
if you're going to bring readers in, you got to be brutally honest.
Yeah,
Which in a fiction book is a little difficult, if you know what I mean, because some of it obviously is going to be embellished. We're talking about werewolves,
right.
But they're filthy and they're immortal. So what do you do if you have that much time on your hands? I mean, because you're gonna get bored. So yeah, like yeah, like. But I will say this: I call her the reluctant reader. All I wanted to do is just read the first 2 pages. She was like, "No, I don't want to do that," but she did, and she was like, "Man, it was the biggest high when I got done with that. I was so high, and I was like, hey, sis, we did." Shouldn't say we did it. I did it. But it was so cool that she got it. She like laughed. She cried. She hated a couple characters, which you're supposed to hate.
Yeah.
And when you can get somebody absolutely go, could you just kill him now? I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. And then when he finally dies, she's like, yes. And then she jumped up and the dogs were barking and everything. And I'm like, that's what you want. You want, you know, people to get verklempt and in those sad areas, and they're just like, ah. And then the biggest one is I killed, I think it was the end of book 1, and then it also reiterates in book 2. One of the main characters dies pretty early, and everybody was so fucking mad at me. And I'm like, well, he had to die, story purposes. And they're like, no, bring him back. He's a werewolf. Can't you do that? I'm like, well, he kind of lost his head. So unless you got some really great stitches, you know.
Have you ever studied the Marvel
so like
multiverse?
most of us.
You can.
Yeah, none of them die.
You can make him come back to life.
Yeah, make him come back. Make him come back. They're like, nope.
So
Dead
you
or the door.
mentioned in the beginning, like your the key in the goal is to hook the reader early and to entice them to want to pick the book up again. Is there any suggestions or any means or ways of, you know, that you do that to like kind of capture the audience?
Yeah, you got to get on. You got to go next level. You got to throw the rule book away. I mean, you got to look at it like you're sitting next to a campfire, right? And everybody's just a little too much. And they're all kind of like, oh, whatever. I just want to drink another drink. I got to get you to set your drink down. Like I have to get in there in your psyche and get you so passionate about these characters, and not just like, oh, this person's good looking and they're super tall and what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. I mean, we all want a description. So when we're reading it, we can visualize it.
Right.
I don't need, and I do it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But what I really pull you in is I turn the book around a lot where it goes right to the reader. It says to the reader, you know, like, look, I know that what I just said as a character, I know what I just said makes me sound like an asshole, but look, this is what she's doing to me. She's making me crazy and I fucking can't stand her right now. So don't just read into that and think I'm an asshole. But as a reader, you're going, yeah, you're a total fucking asshole. But that's what assholes do. They explain why they're assholes, right? But I love that it turns around.
Yeah.
The readers that have read it have all told me that the book is all 3 books are so in your face. And
that's awesome.
and so like when you don't get something, and I know you're not going to get it because you'd have to read a lot into it, blah blah blah. I turn it right around. I have a narrator in the book, which is Garrison the Elder, and he's like way dead. And he'll tell you, like, "Ugh, what are they doing? You know?" And then I think that brings you
Tell me
in
if he's
more.
dead.
Does that make sense? Like it brings
How
you
can
in
you tell
more.
me if he's dead?
There are
Well,
movies that are narrated by the person who's dead in the beginning or something like that, or throughout. There's movies like that.
well, eventually he dies. He doesn't die right away, but when he does die, he definitely narrates. But he pops in
He's
every
way
now and again.
dead.
But I also like that the characters definitely explain themselves, and I like the fact that they explain their own asses. You know, like they don't. It's just not bland. You know, it's not vanilla.
No,
It's
they bend over and show the world.
exactly with toilet paper hanging right out. Like that.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Leave
that.
you in. Just leave you in. But I love it.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Now, I mean, you said up to 3 months at a time sometimes, right? Like when you
Yeah.
really get into it. I
Yeah,
mean,
because you're so into it. Yeah.
do you, I mean, is there other things mixed in that 3 months, or you just go like hard in the paint and just, I guess hard in the ink in this case. But
Yeah, like hard to eat, but I was hiking every day, right? And then I'd get somebody, I'd drag people. I'd get somebody and say, "This is what I just wrote. What do you think?" And they'd go, "Oh, I fucking hate it," or "I fucking love it." And I'm like, let's duke it out. Let's duke it out. I'm gonna fight for this character. And they're like, "No, still a fucking hater." And then I had to make it palpable. I think that one of the most difficult moments was first book. I write everything handwritten first, and then I type it and computer and everything. Right? I suck at typing, so we didn't we didn't number everything, or I didn't number it, and we dropped a 800-page book next to a fan. Yep.
Hell yeah. Got to read.
And then we
it.
got,
Get a spiral.
That's
yep,
challenge.
we went and got beer. We went and got beer, and everybody picked up 20 pages, and then we just had a lot of beer and fajitas and figured it out. Got it together. It took a day or two to get that book back together. That was insane. And
like,
then we
no, she slashed his throat after she choked him. Like, I can hear the conversations already. When did she actually shoot him through the chest?
Oh, see, they never use guns. There's no silver bullets. None of that nonsense.
Yeah, remember she said she doesn't fly by those rules. She
rewrote the whole history.
So it's funny because when you said that about the paper and the fan, when I was in middle school, it's one of the first papers I ever had to write on a computer, and I went to scoot my chair in, and my knee hit the power button on the fucking computer. Lost all the work that I'd been doing, and I was like, and there was no autosave back then, so I learned after that, save. This like every 5 minutes. Save.
That's just what he told the teacher, Sawyer. Don't. It's just what he told the teacher.
No, my dad was
right.
I told my dad because like
he told the teacher, okay,
he built computers and shit. I was like, Dad, fix this. He's like, son, I
Devin's still bullshitting about it to this day. That teacher listening right now, the dog ate it. No, but no, just kidding.
No, we had typing class. Did you have typing class, Patrick?
Yep. Patrick looks like he's going to the restroom again.
Patrick had class where they taught him how to chisel on stone tap.
I think I might be older than Patrick.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, way. Total way.
Even if you are attitude wise, you're definitely not. Like,
oh, that's it. Well, I had 8 kids.
What?
Well, I bought 2.
Jesus Christ, God bless you.
For real.
Talk about patience.
Man, you got some stories.
You need some motherfucking patience for that shit. I got 1. Well, technically I had 2, but I got 1 that, like, fuck.
How old's your kid?
9.
Oh, that's a good age, though. That's not
yeah,
bad.
He's,
it's when they get to the eye rolling thing when it sticks.
Oh, he's there already.
Oh, God, I hate
my boy is me incarnate,
which aggravates the shit out of Andy.
That's why he's able to trigger me, because it's me so bad.
It's like a mini.
It's more me as an adult than I was as a child. I remember when I used to talk to Mom about it. She's like, "No, you did a few of those things, but the rest of that shit, that's no."
That's you as in your
and I'm
later
thinking
life.
about like I did that shit last week.
I wonder where he picked it up from.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, he definitely fell close to the tree.
Yeah, I got a few like that.
Oh, it's just us now. Looks like he dropped out of the studio.
No, I took him out.
Oh, okay.
There's no point in having a blank screen, so I just took him out the studio. So you mentioned about hiking and stuff.
Yeah, we've met the writer. Let's meet the hobbyist.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally hike.
And you also mentioned in your bio and stuff that you kayak as well. How do these hobbies influence your writing, or do they influence your writing?
Just gets me to where I don't have to think about it for a while, unless I'm developing a character or something. Just headphones on, just zone out, do what you got to do, get dirty. Also spelunk.
So then,
but hiking, kayaking just for relaxation, and also girlfriend needs a tan. It's hard because you just stay white all the time up here, like translucent.
Yeah, it's very true.
To get some color.
It's cloudy, fucking 70, almost 70% of the year sometimes, just depending.
Yeah. Sure, but we have a cabin up on the this river, and it's got like some rapids and stuff. Ooh. So definitely get in there. But I like to work out. You know what I mean? And
well, hell, kayaking is work out.
5 hours.
You're
yeah.
Trying to survive and not die.
I do like to hike. A vacation, if there's like a hiking spot, I do like to go to it. Now you said spelunking. Now, did this just kind of like, is this something you do wherever you go, like you find a cave to go jumping in, or like
only if I only spelunked I really did a ton of hiking in Austin, right? And there were caves, and just happened to get lucky. I'm not big on fucking those little stupid scorpions. Fuck that shit.
There's a lot of them down here.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, but what's weird is, so I went back to Austin for that book signing, and all the hikes I used to do on the green belt and everything, they're all canceled out. Just too dangerous. One of the last hikes we did, we went up in a cave and everything, right? And it was really dangerous. But my kids and I were not novices. Like, we can get in it, but we got in it, and then did it all, had a hell of a lot of trouble getting back down, got down, whatever, we're done. And then I think the next day, 2 guys died doing the identical hike right where we were at. And I remember we got down, and I said, well, that was just dumb. We should have never done it, and we ain't doing it again. I mean, it was cool. We did it. Cool. But 2 guys died after that. So almost all the hikes I had done in Austin are now closed down because of danger. And I don't know what happened, but I guess you guys are up in Dallas, but Austin's population has exploded, like millions of people.
Yeah,
and then
everybody you can thank Joe Rogan for that one.
You can also thank California.
Yeah, fucking California.
I would agree. I heard a lot of people going, "Oh my god, like I'm just in here for like a Red Bull." And it's like so crazy. How come I can't just get that? And I'm like, are you fucking for real? Like, Texas, what is with the accent?
Texas has been California in a lot of ways, especially even up here in Dallas. I recently was in the housing market, and believe me, it is difficult to compete in the housing market with those people. They're also moving here from New York too, as well, but more from California. And people are coming in with 70 to 100,000 over in cash, and they're waving PMI, they're waving inspection, they were snatching up homes. I'm lucky to get the house I did at the price I did, but they are starting to level out now. I will say that. But as far as the Californication, it's like it's scary. It's like, hey, you're welcome, but don't bring your politics with me. If you do, I'll draw you a map where Texas really is. It's like just another hour north of us. It looks like a little pan, and it starts with an O.
But I think
everything will be okay there.
Yeah, it will.
Texas has always been very individual anyway. Yeah. But I love New Yorkers because, part of my family way, way up north. And like my ma had an accent. She was like, I swear to God.
Yep.
Don't try me. Or my uncle. Did I just hear that? because if I think I heard that, I'm gonna get mad. You understand? Like, don't talk to me like that. I love New Yorkers.
We're
I
at
love.
New York.
No, I mean I've just been there.
Buffalo.
I've got relatives up there.
Fuck you in Buffalo. You don't even know what Buffalo is. You
Buffalo.
never even been,
See,
you
look,
fucking traitor.
see.
I've never.
What are you talking about? I've been to Buffalo.
Yeah, once on a field trip.
No,
with
I
my-
haven't. You're
Why is he even
listening.
talking right now?
You're listening to Molly. You're listening to Molly.
I
have
listen
been.
to shit.
I have been to
I ain't
Buffalo
seen you
more
since
than
I've known you. I
once.
ain't seen you go there once.
Yeah, I mean, out of the two of you talking about New York, who's been there the most, I feel like the guy sitting across, and I mean the state, I don't mean the city.
Yeah.
Like, Patrick, you're gonna lose this battle, sir. I'm sorry.
I've been to Albany. I've been to
Okay.
the
I've been to Albany.
Yeah, I liked Albany. I thought it was pretty. I swam in the Hudson River and I survived it, so I'm feeling pretty good about
That's
that.
crazy. That's nuts.
That's disgusting, and nobody fucking told me.
Yeah, I went to.
I was mad, and then when I went to New York City, there was a shooting right in front of us, and two bank robbers. They killed the guy right in front of us, and I don't know how old she was, maybe 4 or 5, and she was coloring in her car seat, and I said, "Hey, don't look," and she goes, "Whatever." Like, she saw it and she's like, whatever, because she just saw too much TV.
That's how New Orleans was.
She didn't think it was real. You know what I mean?
That's how New Orleans was. We came back. We went down there for around Halloween, and somebody got shot right off the river, and shot 12 times. And when we went to go, we were just walking along, and there's a whole story behind it. But we ended up walking up on the crime scene, and then this chick walked up off the shoreline, was like from behind the crime scene, and just ominously was like, heard us talking. She's like, "Yeah, my brother's dead," and just walked off into the fucking city. And I went and grabbed a cop, and I was like, "Hey, I guess the victim's sister just talked to us," and she just walked off through into those, between those buildings. And he's like, "Oh, he was all nonchalant about it." He's like, because we probably already talked to her. And I was like, she came from the shoreline behind your crime scene tape, like with a flashlight. And like, I thought she was one of y'all. And he's like, whatever. He nonchalant. And then I was like, okay, well, we're just here on vacation. And first words out of his mouth is, "Welcome to New Orleans." Like,
same.
Yeah,
really.
So.
But I will say this: I love their accent. It's so yummy.
New York,
but it's
New Orleans.
But Sawyer.
New Orleans.
If you can understand what they're saying.
How do you say it again? How do you say it again? New Orleans.
Nolans.
Nolans.
Gnarlins.
That sounds like crawfish.
I don't like their food though. Sorry.
Oh,
I just don't.
Man.
I like Midwest.
I don't like
But
gumbo.
hey,
I'm okay with jambalaya, but if when it comes to crab, and I don't do crawfish, but when it comes to the seafood and the fucking seasonings for the seafood, I'm all about that shit.
Yeah, that spice is life.
Yeah, I don't like their seasoning, but I like crawdaddies. I do like crawdaddies. That's what
they can tell when they're up north.
I don't like crawfish.
That's the difference between crawdad and crawfish.
They buy you lobsters at the end of the day.
There's literally the Mason-Dixon line.
They just buy you lobsters, bro. They come out the mud bugs. They taste like fucking lobster mixed with dirt. I've never liked these shits.
They call them up. Well, you're supposed to put them in cold water for like 3 days, run them through a stream.
Oh, yeah.
And then live lobsters and get all that dirt out. But yeah, up in Maine, they call them cockroaches of the sea. And I'm like, I'm all about that. I'm just eating it. I love it.
Well, the reason they call it that is because at one point they weren't overfished, and you could actually get them almost on the beach, and it was a poor man's food at one point.
Yeah, that's what they gave.
Yep.
I'll eat that. I like it.
I eat lobster all fucking day. Crawfish, too much work for too little food. As far as
it is, but it's super expensive.
It just you can taste, like, lobster comes from the ocean. You can taste it. Fucking crawfish come from a bayou and eat mud and shit.
That's why they call them mud bugs.
You can taste that shit. The bayou lobster. It's gross. No matter how many different ways I've had them prepared, they're not disgusting, but they ain't my favorite. That's for sure.
You know what I never understood? If you're living on the bayou, like, how are you not eaten alive with bugs?
Chuck chimed in tonight. Thank you for watching tonight, Chuck. I appreciate it. He's a new listener, by the
Yeah,
way,
he
so we
is.
got to take a shot
Gotta
for
take
him.
a shot.
But he's like,
Oh,
cockroaches
God.
and
I've been
crawfish are
drinking
the
all
same family
night.
genetically. Hey, you know what?
Thank you for that.
I don't
tidbit of
really like
knowledge.
crawfish, but I'll eat a fucking lobster. Yeah, and thank you for commenting. We need a new listener, and thank you for the support, Chuck. I appreciate that, man. My homie coming through. Hey, and there's Devin's beautiful face right in front of the motherfucking camera. I want
Beautiful
some of
face.
that
Are you
whiskey up there.
gay?
I'll take this.
Yeah, is
Andy,
that a bourbon? What?
Knob Creek.
What's that?
you actually said Devin had a beautiful face?
Speaking of New York,
Well,
Appalachian butter pecan.
butter pecan. It tastes good. That's that shit you put in the hot chocolate, bro.
Oh, is it?
It's fucking gravy.
Oh man, now you got me like now I gotta try that.
Put your hot chocolate. Or those of you who are coffee lovers, the fucking what is it? Hazelnut or no?
What this is butternut.
Butternut, yes.
Butter pecan.
Butter pecan. Fucking
Yeah, you like the
amazing.
nut,
Butter pecan
don't you?
moonshine.
Unless you're up north,
Andy.
butter
Butter
pecan.
No, we get pecans down here, okay? Look here, bitch.
Depends on which side of the Mason-Dixon line you're on, sir.
Do y'all have Yingling up there?
Fuck yeah, they
You
do.
got to have moonshine.
Y'all have Yingling beer up there?
I bet
No.
I bet
No, you
y'all
don't?
have
Or
bet
maybe
y'all
they
have
do, and I
I
Labatt.
don't know.
figured y'all would. Aren't
Well, they
they?
might. I never saw it. But when you go in the beer store, they're like, "Oh, I swear to God, hey, how you doing?" Like, "Oh, sure."
Chuck said
You
this is rad, man. Well, thank you, man. We've been on for about 2 years. Sometimes we have a really good evening. Sometimes it's a small audience. Tonight we have an author on this evening. She's been our guest. She's been really cool. She told about a few books that she's written. And then also we just got into her hobbies, and that's how we got into food also on top of that. From lobster to sea cockroaches and shit.
But yet we didn't find out what is her favorite food. Since we sat there talking
Pizza,
about what's up?
pizza, Green Lantern pizza for sure.
What is
Green
it?
Lantern.
Although I don't, Green Lantern pizza, it's Lower Michigan.
Okay.
So
We all
is
grew
that
up-
a chain up there? When you say
Yeah,
Green
they
Lantern, or is
have.
that a style of pizza?
I think they got like maybe 5 down lower state. They don't have them up here, but I got some pizzas. People brought them up, and I figured out the sauce. So
So
Dude,
explain to me the difference between that and New York style and all the rest of the style, Chicago style. Is it like a deep dish sauce? Is it what is it?
well, first of all, it's their sauce. I mean, it's
Sauce is
insanely
awesome.
good. Oh, dude, it makes your socks roll up and down. It's so good.
Is
They
it
have a
spice or
disclaimer.
what's good about it? Is it just what?
It's really thick and it's rich. And when you eat it, you're just like, oh, did I just go to heaven? Yeah, I think I just did. So that's the first thing. And then it's a brick oven kind of a pizza. So it's just a regular crust. I assume you get it.
Brick oven, coal oven, either
badass.
one.
All right, cheers,
Yeah, but
Chuck.
it's
Here's a
so
Chuck.
good.
Thank you for tuning in, sir.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
What?
He said, "Hello, really?"
I can't hear anybody.
Chuck, go back through my timeline. We post
I
on
can't hear.
Facebook all the time. Yeah, if you want to, Chuck,
Where the
go
hell did
support
Patrick go?
the page, Frustration Unlimited Facebook page. Give it a like and a follow. Every time that we go live, you'll get a
I don't know if
notification.
you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
We're every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Sawyer,
Yes.
did you press a button?
Yeah. Did you press something on your phone? Did you unscrew it up? Did you break it?
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
Sawyer.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I can't hear.
She can't hear us.
Something
I
just
can't
happened.
hear.
Oh shit.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Check your audio.
Yeah, turn your volume up on your phone.
Not that she can hear us telling her that.
Oh, she can't.
I love when we say what the problem is and
I know,
we do
right?
exactly what the problem is. Yeah.
Patrick, text her.
That's always being prepared.
Do I need to text her?
Text
Yes.
her to turn her volume up on her phone. I think
Oh.
she might have messed something up on the phone or something, changed the setting.
Yeah, we had some good momentum going too, man.
I know.
Shit.
I
Something
gotta find
happened.
her on my text.
All right.
You should have her contact saved, bro.
I do. Shut
Okay.
up.
Keep talking. Shit.
God.
Keep lying.
Turn volume up.
Yes.
All right. I just text her.
I think what happened is I bet you anything her earphones are trying to reconnect or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
Well, she can hear us.
No, she can't hear us.
Or no. Oh,
I
we
did turn
we
the
can
volume
hear
up. I can't
her.
hear it.
Oh. She shut her headphones off.
Like it's
remember?
dead silence.
No.
Oh, what if it's connecting to her headphones and she doesn't have them on?
That's what I just said.
You're fast. What am I doing with that?
I get what you said. Sorry.
No worries.
Sometimes I have to put my hand up to catch it.
Can you hear us now that you have the headphones on? Oh,
Hear anything? No, she can't.
Sawyer.
I definitely already turned the volume up.
Oh, she definitely turned the volume up. Okay, so we know that's not the problem.
Shit.
Refresh.
Yeah, hit refresh. Maybe.
Yeah, try to refresh.
Those of you who are just tuning in, we're doing really good. We had a guest on tonight, Sawyer Saint Andrews. She's a writer, author. We were talking about a few things, and for some reason now she can no longer hear us. We can only hear her, and we're not exactly sure what's going on her end.
But luckily she's a writer, so she can write to us.
Devin,
Oh wait,
do you want to check the settings on our end just in case?
I did.
Looks good.
Mhm.
Damn.
See, look, she's a writer. Can't. Well, go the other way. But can't. Oh, what? Can't hear y'all. I like how she used y'all.
Chuck says men never hear women anyway. No, we hear them. The problem is, according to them, we don't listen. Apparently, there's a difference.
Hey, what if we ask her just to reboot again?
Yeah, try or refresh. She might be able to refresh a browser.
So, anyways,
hold on. Let me get her.
It's weird 'cause we can hear her perfectly fine. And
Patrick,
we
have
see
you
her.
ever been able to get a woman to do anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
Man, that looks like a nice pizza oven right there.
Yeah, I can get a woman to do
Patrick's
something.
got that. Man, I can't. I keep being distracted by that big ass like blue pride wall he has there. LGBTT Buffalo.
I can hear you now.
Hey,
Buffalo. Buffalo.
Sawyer, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, but now we can't see you.
I can
Gotta
see
go
her.
home, back to work, fellas. All right,
I
Chuck.
can
Appreciate
see
you tuning
y'all.
in. Thank you again, man. We appreciate
Blurry,
the
but I
support
can
for
see
sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But blurry
Anytime you're
because
feeling
of my
bored on a
glasses.
Tuesday night, we're here to provide comedic
What the heck
entertainment.
happened?
Can you hear us now? You can't hear us?
Can you hear us? We can hear you, but we can't see you. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I can see her.
I can hear you,
Shit.
Patrick.
How can you see her? Oh wait, I can see her on my. Okay.
Patrick,
Okay.
Patrick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I have to run to the restroom real quick.
Oh,
Okay, go.
So
all right, we'll talk amongst ourselves.
oh, he's on her. Did you call her, Patrick? Is that why she can hear
No.
you?
She's on. She's in studio.
Jesus.
So I
I
mean, I
know
can
that
hear
was so
her.
loud. Hey Patrick, are you using the microphones built into your Bose headphones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't drool on your microphone. It's so loud. Please don't.
Well, no, I'm surprised it's picking up that much sound when it's like
It's salt. It has to do with the salt content.
it's probably the salt
Yeah,
content.
salt
Probably right.
Sure.
Oh my God, man!
What?
This is 2024. Shit.
Happy New Year, Nicola. Thank you for tuning in.
Nicola Schofield. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Oh, so not a new list. Fuck. So you know what?
She's
across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yes.
She goes back. Oh my God! Let me talk, Andy.
Deserves a toast.
She went back. Yeah, she goes back to 2021 when she first started listening.
Well, you know what? Thank you for tuning back in tonight. We appreciate that, man. We've seen some people we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Oh, there I
Nicola,
am.
just
Yeah.
can you hear us?
Yep. We can hear you. We can see you.
No, I
her?
can't hear
I
him
can't
again.
see her. She's not.
Oh,
You can't hear us?
don't tell me you can't hear us.
I can hear
again.
you.
Who?
You can hear me?
Because I think you're on the
I
phone
can
with
hear
her.
you, but when I left, I could hear them.
Wait, can you hear us now? How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now?
No,
Can you hear me now?
still can't hear them.
What the?
Okay, what about me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you on the phone with her, Patrick?
Patrick, are you on the
I
phone?
wonder why I can hear you and not
No,
them.
I am not. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's
Can they
fucking
hear
weird.
me?
Yeah, we
I
Yeah,
can.
they
heard
can
them
hear
on the way
you.
out. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
So I'll just
Okay,
entertain
so
myself.
you know what? Let's do this. Sawyer,
Okay.
let's do this. Whatever question that they ask, I'll relay it to you. If Andy shuts up, I'll be able to
Hey, why
ask
don't
you
you
the
just
question.
open up fucking
Oh, okay. We
Word,
can do that.
Google Docs, and then you could look at the questions
God, I'm like
yourself.
way in
If
that
Andy
picture.
shuts up,
That's true.
pretty sure I've
Okay,
given
hold
you
on,
some
hold on,
pretty
hold on.
interesting content this evening.
And if you scroll down, we're actually checking them off
I'm
as
really big
she's
in this
either answering.
sweatshirt. Jeez.
Nicola said she's missed us. Where
Aw.
exactly is she from? Are we talking UK?
Yeah, UK.
All right.
Yeah, she's the UK.
That's why I said across the pond. Anybody from UK is across the
Oh
pond.
yeah, very true. Very, very true.
Okay, hey, Sawyer,
Mm-hmm.
here's a question. Okay, you mentioned a unique talent of shooting peas out of your nose. Really? Okay.
Oh, dude.
She
Now,
apparently has deadly accuracy.
how did you discover the quirky skill?
Oh, God.
God, he's so
Okay.
I wish my computer
So when I
wasn't.
was little, I didn't like peas, right? But my brother, I got an older brother, he was annoying the crap out of me. So
Devin.
I found out it's harder to shoot peas when they're cooked, right? So I was little and I snuck in the freezer. I got a handful and I literally locked and loaded him up the nose, right? And I was shooting him on his plate. And I knew my mom was going to make him eat the peas. Nobody wants to eat frozen peas. And plus they got, boogies on them. And I was just shooting them.
Boogies.
Anyway, the older I
probably
got,
look
the
like
better I
boogies.
got it. So I can shoot any peas now. But I always thought it was great with that many kids to just do it and make them laugh. Like, we're having like a serious dinner or whatever and getting the kids just stirred up. Because I got 5 boys, right? And,
Jesus.
boys always try to gross you out, especially if you're the mama. And I was just, I just sit there and I just, lean over and just shoot it right on their plate, which ruins your dinner.
Oh.
So my whole thing was, is
Amen
don't
to
mess
that
with
shit.
it. But yeah, good times.
Patrick.
Absolutely.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah.
I can do it.
Patrick.
I can do it.
ask-
It's in the
ask-
book, by the way.
Ask her if she was able to load it like a full magazine and just rapid fire around the table, or if it was just like a single shot, like you got to do a bolt action.
What is
live.
he
This is why they
saying?
call it
Hey,
peas shooter.
hey Sawyer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, did you what'd you say, Andy?
Did you fully load it up like a full loaded magazine and just go full auto, or did you have to do them one at
Looks
a
like he's
time?
doing sign
a bolt
language.
action?
Well,
Yeah.
did you do it like a full magazine, or did you have to do one at a time?
Full magazine. I learned how to shoot them.
So it's rapid
Like,
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking art. It's a fucking art, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. As someone who is often sought after for legal advice, how do you balance this aspect of your life and with your writing?
Don't read it word for word.
Wait,
Make
which
it
part
your
balance what?
question.
No,
Patrick.
Shut up,
no, you
man.
read it.
Shut
Damn
up.
it.
Suck it
I'm
reading.
doing it the way that I'm doing it. All right, go ahead.
Balance what with what?
I don't know. Shit.
This is why I need to be reading these questions to.
Hey,
Damn
and
it.
this is why I don't need to be drinking.
I can hear the other guy. I think
You
I
can
can
hear
hear
us
the other
now?
guy.
You can hear us? Wait, what? Or can you hear?
Devin's the one with the blue cap, right?
Yes, I am the one with the blue cap.
I can hear him.
What?
But you can't hear me.
No, the blue
Because he
cap. The
talking
Devin
to
guy.
because
right,
you
good.
talk too
That's
fucking
good you
much,
can hear
Andy.
me.
The
Shut
other
up.
guy's name is Andy. Okay. The other guy.
I have a son named Andy.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's why she can't kill you off, because that'd be like killing off her own.
You just tell
Oh,
him like,
no.
no, it's this fuckhead I
No,
met
I
in
don't
the
even
fucking
care. Okay,
show.
so what was the question? It was how do you balance what with what? There was some kind of question
Devin,
about
do you have it
balance.
up?
How do you balance
Yeah.
writing with?
Oh shit.
As
Oh,
someone
there it is.
like
And now I
yourself
can't
that
hear them again.
sought after for legal advice,
I can't
how-
hear him again. Patrick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
it's probably
Okay,
Patrick
so
keeps talking.
Can't hear Patrick either. I
can
can
you
hear
catch-
anybody now.
What the hell is going on with your
all
shit?
right.
Whoa.
Patrick, if you can hear me, should I refresh?
Yes.
That's so weird.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
That is
refresh
weird.
then.
It's like
Okay.
we hear the audio, we hear like, and I'm looking at her cell phone signal, and she's got full
Ooh,
bars.
you know what? It could be the cell network.
I bet you it's the network.
Yeah.
I bet you anything because it's data.
Cell network.
Okay, now I
Upload.
can hear all. I can hear Devin.
Hey, let me ask you: do you have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Are you using Wi-Fi?
Probably.
Which is
Whatever's working.
which is better?
Probably.
Probably.
Whatever's
I don't know. It
working.
could be 50-50.
So the upload rate that you may be uploading may be too slow. That may be why you're not able to hear us, or maybe that's got no. I'm sorry, that's the download rate. Because what she's receiving is going to be download.
Mhm.
So it'd be better if you were connected to Wi-Fi with your phone. If you aren't already.
It is, yeah. It's connected.
Oh shit.
But I
Is
don't
it
even
'cause-
have low bars. I got good bars.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But if your bars don't matter if you have Wi-Fi.
Yes, they do. They do in my house. I promise you. I had this conversation with T-Mobile, and we went back and forth. They're like, "Well, yes, no, sir. If you don't have a signal on a network, then yeah, of course you."
Well, no, signal on a network's different than signal self-signal. Two different networks. You got Wi-Fi and you have cellular.
That's what I thought.
That's
T-Mobile
Okay,
didn't
well,
work
they're
right.
both
Didn't
working.
work that way.
That's T-Mobile. They're fucking idiots.
I mean, they own a lot.
I
of the
agree.
market.
I'm not a fan.
They're
I'm
not as big as AT&T, which is the company that I worked for.
They kind
Oh
of
my
were
God.
partners.
Hey man.
They're not.
Hey man.
They never will be.
Hey,
Let's look it up.
They're
the
not,
room is
bro,
spinning.
bro. They're competitors.
Okay.
Elon Musk and T-Mobile are. T-Mobile bought Sprint, but they will never buy AT&T. Nobody will ever buy AT&T.
I think AT&T bought them.
No,
Okay.
it would be a monopoly. Wouldn't happen
Mm,
because then you'd only have two. You'd have Verizon and AT&T.
depending on how you hide the funds.
Oh Jesus!
Mm.
All right, conspiracy theorists,
Tell me I'm
sit
wrong.
down and shut up.
Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay, so what was the question about putting two things together? What was it?
So
With
it said in your
writing
bio that people reach out for like legal advice.
all
Do you
the
have
time,
like
yeah.
a legal background or what's that about?
No, I used to work for the Michigan Supreme Court.
Oh, okay.
But like it's a minor role thing. But anyway, I learned a lot. Did a lot
What
of
was
cases.
your role working for them?
The Foster Care Review Board. So we handled cases that dealt with foster care, adoption, and basically protecting people's rights. Mainly the kids, then the foster parents, and the biological parents, and like really horrific stories. But anyway, you do learn, since you're working with the court system,
Told you.
you learn all that stuff. And then when I got here, there's a lot of people that just don't know what their rights are. And I just help them out, be an advocate, go to court. Court can be pretty intimidating, so I just go in and.
So how does that how do you balance that with like your writing and your kayaking and your spelunking and all the other stuff you got going on?
Oh, well, we have such a short season for the summer, and people tend to get more in trouble, deeper in trouble anyway in the winter when they're bored. It's like, oh, I got nothing to do. Let me break the law. So
Makes sense.
yeah, and then they know I know because at one point I was working like 3 jobs, and one of them was the Supreme Court, and everybody knew it because I would take time off to go overnight and go over to one of the surrounding counties and handle all the cases and stuff. Also, I live in a small town, so the cases were coming in through FedEx, and the FedEx guy would tell the next door neighbor and the next door neighbor and the next door neighbor, like, she's getting caseloads, you know. So when that happens, everybody knows what everybody's doing here. Everybody. I could cut
That's
my
kind of the
hair.
problem with small towns.
Yeah, it's good and it's bad. It's good and it's bad. I like most of it. But sometimes you see, oh, it's really great when you hear a horrible rumor about yourself and you're like, I'm so square, I wouldn't even do those things. But I love it. I love the challenge. I mean, if you're going to talk shit about me, just don't even bother. Just bring it to me. You know what I mean? Let's just have that conversation. I enjoy it. I'm real good at sparring, but I'm also very well traveled. And my ma, yes, you know what I mean? My mom was like,
Patrick,
I swear to God, that kind of a personality.
Stop doing that. Whatever the fuck you're doing. God. Jesus
stop.
Christ.
Let her
Sorry.
finish.
No, I couldn't even.
Hey, Sawyer.
I couldn't.
Sawyer.
Oh, damn it! Turn your fucking
Sawyer.
volume down.
What volume?
I don't know, dude, but your shit is like way fucking loud.
She's like right in the middle of something.
Of talking, and all I hear.
All you hear is
Oh,
what?
I thought he was blowing his nose.
I know. Didn't it sound like he was blowing his nose? Like I was waiting for boogers and peas to come shooting out.
Siri came.
How the fuck did he end up taking up this whole screen? Jesus Christ!
I know, he got all the screen time, didn't he?
You jackass! Nobody wants to see your ugly face full
How come
1080p.
How come? Wait, that's
Who am I
Devin.
calling?
How come Devin's
Shit.
face is always
Okay.
on the side? It's always on the
Patrick's
side.
fucking around.
No, really. How come Devin's face is always on the side?
It switches.
Hey.
Oh, you mean wait? Which side? That side? This side?
No,
Hey.
you're just. I always just see the
Weird.
side of your face. Just the
Oh, because the
side.
camera is that way,
And the other
Oh,
camera,
but the screen is that way.
yeah, and then the other camera is
Right. So usually when we have a guest in studio, I'm looking that way because I'm talking to the guest. The problem is when we don't have a guest in studio, I have to
Got
look
ya.
at the screen, and the screen is this way. I know. It kind of like now it makes me rethink the configuration. I was like, now I gotta have a screen over here.
Gotcha.
About the
is mine even
I'll tell
working
you
at
what.
this point?
When I got back to Texas,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
hey, there it is.
I ate so much fajitas. Oh Lord,
Oh yeah.
I shoveled them in because we don't have the right seasoning here. That's why I got stopped at the fucking airport.
For seasoning?
Dude, yeah, I didn't think about it. I guess I should have thought about it first, but I bought like 3 containers of fajita seasoning.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get through the airport real cool. I don't have anything bad, it's just clothes and stuff. Nope. And then I felt real bad because I told her, I said, well, it's like in all my bags. And she had to do the like anthrax thing. And I'm like, I always get stuck in airports every fucking time. But
Oh,
I
I
will
do
say,
too. Trust me. Even with press passes and credentials and shit, I still get. It's like they search me out and they're like, "We don't give a fuck what kind of credentials you have. We're gonna fucking make you wait an hour and a half."
I'm gonna get Devin, since you have to deal with that. I'm gonna get you a shirt that says it's not gay if it's TSA.
Dude, I
You
swear
gonna
to
take me on a
God,
date first? Like, God
it
damn.
doesn't matter where I travel. I swear to God, like whether it be international, national, whether it be to fucking cross the street.
Right.
For some
Right.
reason, I got this beacon.
Stop.
I'm like, you see, I'm carrying a camera bag. You see, I got press credentials. Like, hello.
Are you one of those auditors? They call themselves auditors, but they just want to bitch at police.
when I was flying down, sorry, and
Uh-huh.
I'm in a super tiny airport, tiny, like we all know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I went in there, and she just looked at me, and she goes, "Yep, gotta check you out." And I'm like, "For fucking what?" I went through an X-ray machine, dude. I don't even have anything. Anyway, she checks me out, and she's like, "Sorry." I'm like, just go full lesbian, okay? Just do me, okay? It'll make the flight easier. But it was frustrating, right? Because I'm just like,
That's in your next book.
I don't even have anything, right? So 2 flights in, that was fun. But on the flights back, I had 3 flights,
Uh-huh.
and I probably shouldn't have said it, but there was 2 extra pilots that came on, and I was like, okay, I might have said it a little too loud. I said, "Oh, well, I guess we don't have to worry if the pilot dies because we got these pilots," and they were like so
Shit,
mad.
things not to say.
I know, but they were like, "You shouldn't have said
Post
it."
COVID
It was like-
2020, there's with all the airport video servicing.
Yeah,
There's these phrases that just don't work in the airport anymore.
right.
Like,
yeah, that's one of them apparently.
Oh,
But
man.
that pilot did ask me out. And I was like,
It's a win-win.
yeah, like, no.
So are you married or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I just that begs the question, the pilot
Yeah,
asked you out, like,
I
no,
never
can't do it.
talk about it. I never talk about it because then it leads to a shitload more questions. So I'm just like, well,
No, it's
because
just like that.
yeah,
You can leave it at that. Like, you're married, okay. I just was wondering if the pilot asked you out. Did that turn into, are you married to the pilot? Like,
no, dude, they don't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit at all. They're just like, oh, we're us, so you must want to have sex with us. And I'm like, nope. Pretty sure you got a little dick. Which then kind of everybody looked at me like, you just said that, and I'm like,
I don't,
I
don't know anything about pilots and little dicks. You might have to ask Patrick about that because he
loves to hang around that silver tube.
Like he used
to.
I
think
to guide those tubes into the fucking the tarmac.
I think when you deal with somebody that's real arrogant, you just kind of go to that little dick syndrome. But I just said it, but I thought I was thinking it. I was real tired.
Patrick, can you confirm? Do they have little dicks?
And I just said it out loud. They're like, "Oh my god, she just said that." And I was like, "Well, y'all were thinking it. I mean, come on, you all were thinking it." So the other girls were laughing and stuff. But the best part of that flight, though, is I sat next to somebody that was in a rock band, and like alternative rock or whatever, and she goes, "You have a really good vibe," and I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks," And then she goes,
I like
"Anyway,
I'm not pilots."
No, and then she goes, "I'm not sitting next to you," and she hops in the seat behind me, and I'm like, "Wait, I thought I had a good vibe. Like, what the fuck?" And then she pops back in half the flight, and we had the most amazing conversation. But what was great was all these girls, they were like in college, and they were reading books and shit, and we just got them to put their phones down, their fucking books down, and then we just started talking about the book and rock and roll and werewolves and vampires. And it was absolutely phenomenal. Get the time going so we're not just sitting there looking out windows and shit.
It's funny. I have a similar story. I was actually flying to Vegas, and the guy sitting next to me was the bassist for a band called Train. And the whole thing that sparked up the conversation is he pulled out these headphones, and like I'm a huge headphone like connoisseur audio, like I literally have every fucking high end headphone there is, even earbuds. And he pulled this thing out, and I'd never seen it, and I was like going, "What the fuck?" He goes, "Oh yeah, these are inner ears," and I'm like, "What the hell is inner ears?"
Hearing aids.
No, no, and then it sparked conversation. He goes, "You'll never believe how much these things cost." I go, "Dude, I have no idea. I've never seen them in my life." He goes, "Dude, they're $25,000 for the pair."
I believe it.
And he goes, "They're custom molded to your ear." He goes, "You literally got to go there and they like mold the shit to your ear." And then that kind of initiated where he told me he plays for a rock band, needs to cancel out the noise because he's a bassist and all that sort of stuff. And then it was so crazy because I had never heard of Chris Cornell at all at that point. And he goes, "What kind of music do you listen to?" I was like, "Dude, I listen to like everything, listen to rock, yada yada." He goes, "You need to really go check out what was it, Velvet Revolver?" That was his before he passed away. He goes, "You need to go check that out." And he goes, "You need to really check out Chris Cornell." And it was like, just go listen to some of his music and stuff like that. And like that's when I found out about him, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude, this guy!" Like I never even knew about this guy, but luckily this guy from Train didn't even like push his music. He's pushing another artist. So it was like a really cool trip. We ended up like talking bullshitting, and he invited me out to they were playing at I think the Hilton or something like that in Vegas.
So did you like them?
There he goes again.
I know. What's that?
Did you like them?
I'm not a fan of Train. It's kind of slow, sad, girly music kind of thing. It's like
very Hinder similar. Similar to Hinder, right?
Yeah.
Like, lips of an angel.
Yeah, Hinder actually I've hung out with them in Dallas. They're actually really cool.
I mean, still.
Oh, so I got a funny story about Hinder too. So I was back when I had my entertainment company. I was going to sign them because their record label dropped them, and that's why they kind of went to nothing. That's why you haven't heard anything from them. They were hanging out in Deep Ellum, and so they were buying my bar tab, And I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. But I didn't realize that when I was ordering the drinks, they were putting it on my tab and not their tab.
My God.
So I like, cool. I went to leave that night and they're like, you got a tab open, sir. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I had like one drink on there or whatever. And it was like $490. And I was like going, what the fuck? I was like, did I pay for the band? Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, you did.
I think it got flipped.
The contract didn't go through.
Right?
Damn it.
Yeah, needless to say, I didn't call them after that. But yeah, that was my Hinder experience. It was funny. It was in Deep Ellum. I can't remember the fucking bar. I wonder if it was Trees. Somewhere
I
around
don't know. Stop sniffing in the
Dude,
microphone.
I'm gonna block him. Can I just block him?
You can mute him.
So when's the last time you got thrown out of a bar?
Ooh.
When Patrick blew his nose on the
Yeah,
microphone.
exactly. Because I reached over there and strangled his ass.
Shit. I don't even see him on camera anymore. Is he not?
Yeah, I turned him off because I'm tired of his shit.
Damn, Patrick, you better get on that, bro.
There he is.
There you go, Patrick. We can't hear you. Sucks to be you.
What the fuck?
It really
Hey.
does. He's not lying. It does.
Well, when you have 4 glasses of bourbon, I mean, you know.
Yeah, apparently it makes your nose fucking run and sneeze every 5 seconds.
No, it makes that happen. But your ability to realize that we can hear it on the microphone right out the window,
dude.
Are you mixing it or is it straight bourbon?
It's straight bourbon.
It ain't straight, motherfucker. I can see the color difference.
It's a straight bourbon. There's a little bit of water in it, man. Why is it every time that I drink something?
Why every time you say something that's not straight? I mean, that'd be like every 10 seconds.
I even got water on my laptop.
I bet you on your lap. Jesus, I don't want to hear nothing about that.
I said my laptop. I didn't say my lap.
On top of your lap. That's what I heard. Did you? What you heard? I heard that.
I heard it.
Shut up, Andy. You're a fucker.
Oh man, note to self: never let Patrick remote in anymore.
Hey, you know
when he doesn't have to drive, he's out of control.
Okay. All right, remember that one time when I was standing at the top of the staircase and I said I need to go right there?
Jesus Christ, he's had like 5 of these things.
Dude, you are toe up from the flow up.
I bet the words are dancing around on his screen right now.
Holy shit.
It is. It's dancing.
Sawyer,
I haven't
Patrick's
seen you
in
this
rare form.
Yeah, I haven't seen you this fucked up since the stairwell that I videotaped you. You're like, I'm gonna go.
I know.
I'm gonna go this way.
I know.
He wasn't even this bad on New Year's.
No.
Hey Sawyer, you need to come to Dallas if we go party.
Oh my God, I've been to Dallas a few times.
Well, I know you have.
Dallas is cool.
So we need to go to Dallas and go party.
I mean, we got cool spots. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Dallas. I thought it was pretty cool.
It's all right.
But I got
Why does Siri always come up when I'm talking?
Well, if you slur your words. I have a friend that his name is.
He said slurry. He did say slurry, right?
Did I say slurry?
No, he did.
No, I didn't
you're coherent. Patrick's speaking in cursive right now.
Yeah, they're all the words.
Pretty soon he'll be speaking in sign language again.
I mean, Patrick's old enough to still write in that shit. Like Patrick, when we were talking earlier about learning to write,
what the fuck you want, Andy?
And Sawyer's talking about, did you take typing classes when you were in school and shit? You were going to the bathroom. I was like, no, Patrick took fucking stone tablet fucking
chiseling.
Oh no.
Oh, what, transcript?
Hey Sawyer, just so you know the little pike red and yellow carts they have for kids? That was recreated after Patrick's Flintstone mobile.
That's right. He learned to. He still uses them to this day. You know those magnet letters you put on your refrigerator?
Yeah.
Patrick's all about those. That's how he. I forgot. That's how he learned. Shit.
Oh, I have a commercial refrigerator.
Do you? Which one do you have?
I don't know what the name of it. It's just look in your grocery store. That's the one I got.
What?
Glass doors, no freezer.
Refrigerator with a
Nice.
glass door?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 glass doors. It's pretty
So
big.
you can see inside?
Yeah.
So if you haven't been to the grocery store, you're like, fuck, I know.
I don't even got to open this bitch.
I ain't got nothing
to
to eat. Like, I just, fuck, I haven't been to the grocery store. Damn it.
It's great because it's been rewired. So you walk by, you flick a switch, and then my refrigerator turns on. Light turns on. But yeah, it keeps food longer and da da da. Anyway, I'm not trying to pitch it for them
All that good
because those
stuff.
motherfuckers.
Well, there's so much snow outside, you could probably keep stuff outside right now.
No, we don't have that much snow. But
Really? It's not that bad right now?
Nah, we got like an inch. It's just a dust. But
Oh,
here's
really?
the deal.
I thought you were gonna have some.
When I got that, when I got that commercial refrigerator,
yeah,
they pulled up and they said, "Well, we can't deliver it because you don't have a dock." I'm like, "What the? Why would I have a fucking dock?" And they wouldn't deliver it, and it was like we had a lot of snow at that point. And I went and got my
Women
nephew.
don't usually have docks.
Patrick
I know,
does.
right? And I
Docks
told
all
him.
the time.
Well, I told him
His
if he
dock
left
got
it.
6 ports.
No, I told him if he left in my refrigerator, I have him arrested, right? Because it was during the daytime when the cops are here. But anyway, we had to put it on a
door.
sled. We had to put it on a sled. It's 524 pounds. We had to put it on a sled, slide it down up into the back door, and then get a bunch of lumberjacks out here.
Like a sled with wheels or with like...
No, we actually...
Like a sleigh?
Yeah.
Like, we just built one in the back right quick. And then they split it down. And then we got a bunch of lumberjacks and got it in the house.
Mute that motherfucker.
About to delete his ass.
Go ahead, Sawyer. Sorry.
Sorry, Sawyer. Okay. He fucked his story up once again.
No, it's okay. But anyway, we got it in the house. But yeah, the only reason
you didn't have to take the doors off, or you got French doors. How'd you get that thing in the house?
God, it was so many guys. It was so many guys, all huge. Like
you got Patrick's interest.
It was so.
You took the words out of my mouth, Devin. You took the fucking. Well, Patrick's interested.
Patrick,
so many guys.
Patrick called some guy interested.
Look, get it in this house. But yeah, it was worth it. It's cool shit.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right. This guy, Patrick. I think this is the toastiest I've ever seen you on a podcast. This is hilarious.
Hopefully she laughs. Fuck.
Now he's Irish. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I know, right?
See, we're both Irish.
I think I might be a little more Irish than you. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think I might be a little more Irish than you.
Yeah, I mean, his name is Patrick, for fuck's sake. It's St. Patrick's Day.
Hell yeah.
But I don't even have to buy
I have 2 days.
I don't even have to go get monogram shit. I just buy it from St. Andrews Golf Course. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
All right.
Yep.
You won that pitching contest. How you like them apples?
That's right.
That's fine. That's fine because, I mean, you know, it's all right. I don't care.
So you said in your bio that you have interest in metaphysics, theology, and historical architecture. How do these subjects enrich your life and work, and like how did you get into those?
All right. Well, I just grew up doing metaphysics and advanced metaphysics. Everybody just did it around me, and I didn't realize what it was until later. But when I moved over to Europe, I literally walked in on a group just doing wackadoodle shit. And I was like, whatever. Like, I already know how to do that. And they were like, oh, come on over. And I was like, yeah, I'm in. And then anyway, I got 7 degrees in metaphysics. So I'm like way up there, I guess, on the food chain. But really, I don't know. Dude, I've had blue lightning show up in my house. I know how to do an anodized purple plate, which is insane. It's supposed to be like a vibrational plate that helps grow your plants. And somebody handed it to me while we were doing cards and stuff. And I saw a car accident, and I said, I know if I'm right, you owe me $3,000. And I was right. And they got in an accident. I described the whole accident and everything. And then they went to Vegas. And got in this major accident, and everybody survived and everything, but the insurance, they got back off of it. I got thousands of dollars because she realized it right before the accident happened and said, veer off, and they veered off, and everybody got saved. So I got that money. But then I learned how to do that plate and stuff, and I don't know, that's how I did it. But now I just teach it mostly.
Yeah.
But
So
really, all
walk
kinds
us
of
in.
crazy shit happens in my house all the time.
Elaborate on the plate so that the audience that doesn't know what you're talking about stuff. You gotta.
It's square. It's a square plate. It's flat. It looks just like purple metal. It looks like a little square metal shape. Wait, let's see if I can get my hands on here, right?
About like 12 inches.
Yeah, like 12 by 12.
Okay.
But anyway, it just reads in quadrants. And I think right now there's only about 5 people in the United States that can do it. Probably because they just don't know that it exists and you can do it. But I found out inadvertently, it was just in the way. And I said, oh, here, put it over here. And she dropped something and handed it back to me. And that's when I just saw it. It's just like reading a TV, really, like just watching a TV. And I was like, oh, shit. But it also ramps stuff up. So you can, put a picture on there. You can do other things with it and stuff. But anyway, that was self-taught, and then started teaching other people how to do it. That some people just, they can't even, but we're only up to 5. So
did you teach our audience?
No.
No.
You really have to physically be there and stuff. And you also have to be prepared to what you see. Like, I can't do a crystal ball. I can sit there and stare at that shit all day long. I don't get nothing. But I touch that plate and I can tell you your whole year, how it's going to be and what's going on and everything.
Does the other person have to touch the plate too, or how does that work?
Yeah, you hand it over, you clear it, flame by a candle, whatever, and then you hand it to the other person. They just go like this with their hand over it, and they hand it to you, and you just do the same thing, and it's just like watching.
Be on a flat surface, or how does that have to be? Like, how does the plate?
No, not at all. You could just do your thing. You can put it on flat surface if you want, but really you just hold it up, and then just put your hand over it. But the weird thing is like, if you can read it, you also have to be prepared that it might spook the hell out of you when you're all of a sudden.
Just like DMT. I mean, I wouldn't know from experience, but
were you ever on TMZ?
No, DMT, not TMZ.
Dimethyltryptamine, ayahuasca type shit.
Yeah, ayahuasca, DMT. Yeah, it's basically it opens up the pathways and doorways and stuff. And if you don't want,
they call it the spirit drug.
Yes,
or spirit molecule,
because you actually have DMT naturally occurring in your body, and this actually enhances. Basically, it's the third eye. So basically, opens up your third eye, which basically you can either see good or you can see bad. That's why they recommend you being with a shaman, because the shaman can actually guide you through that experience. So you either see the jokers or you see certain other things, and there's certain things you don't go through, and you don't go through certain doorways and stuff like that. Not that I know from experience, but I've researched.
Okay, so if you haven't done it by experience, why?
Because I just don't have the time. Like, honestly, I'm
it's an 8-hour trip, and you have to like go somewhere to do this shit because it's not legal in the US.
No, you can do it.
Ayahuasca legally?
DMT legally. You can actually do it. And I have connections here where I can do it.
DMT by itself only lasts about 30 minutes.
Yeah, 15 to 30 minutes.
Ayahuasca has a protein that keeps the DMT from breaking down in your system, and it keeps it going, and it's about 8 hours of you can't stop it.
Right. So.
Yeah, Andy is our local drug dealer.
Please don't listen. That is not true. That is so far from the truth. It's not even funny.
Bullshit.
Patrick doesn't even do drugs. So the fact that he says that,
dude, I smoke. You know I smoke.
Smoke
when
what?
I feel like it, and that's it.
Cancer.
Oh, it's not legal for y'all, right?
No,
shit, nothing's legal in this fucking state.
So
yeah, we got the Southern Baptist that we're on the belt.
There's too many Southern Baptists down here, Sawyer.
We're hypocrites.
Because if you really think about it, you want to go in like a conservative standpoint. Oklahoma, Arizona has legalized it. I mean, and if you don't get more conservative than those. Florida's next in line, and Texas is right behind them. But it'll probably never happen until we get the Southern Baptists out of office,
or it gets
Yeah,
legal on a federal level.
we went legal.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Most of the northern states are. Most west and northern and northeast.
Hey, look.
What?
Annette, she said you can do it here in
Annette,
Texas.
hey.
You have to go to ayahuasca church. Hey, Annette, you need to message me offline.
What is going on right now?
Yeah, I love it. See what we just did? She said just do mushrooms, less expensive.
Is Annette a new listener?
Annette is a new listener.
She is.
Oh,
all right.
you know
Well,
what
we
that
got
means? You know what that
Yeah,
means.
she's a friend.
Scott.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Annette, in your honor, we're going to do a
Annette.
shot.
Annette,
Welcome
hey,
to the Frustration
welcome.
Unlimited podcast. We go on every Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes it's just us. And every time we have a new listener, we take a drink. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for supporting.
Hey, and also welcome back to the States, Annette.
Oh, where has she been?
I think she's been in Mexico, I think.
Mexico. My boss.
Yeah, Annette, you've been in
Patrick's a
Mexico,
fucking
correct?
stalker. That's why he
Fuck
knows.
yeah, he is. No wonder he can't
Yeah,
ever
I'm
answer.
not a stalker.
The stalkers.
I got a lot-
Yay, go.
Stalker.
I got a lot of friends.
Hey, speaking of friends, have you heard from our Norway friend?
Oh, from Rick? No, I
Yeah.
haven't heard from him. He's got a.
Yeah, whatever
Doesn't he
happened to
have
Rick?
a? Yeah, he has another surgery,
Pickled Rick?
right?
No,
From Rick and Morty?
He has what?
Oh,
Tiger King.
she was still in South Padre. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, Rick, he had another surgery, didn't he? I think he did.
Is
Yeah,
this
it's
same Rick that was supposed to be on the show?
Yeah,
He's doing real
Rick
well.
Kirkham.
Yeah. Tiger
I
King.
love
Yeah.
him.
You thought I was
Rick.
joking. I was
Oh.
being serious.
Oh, okay. So Annette said she was in South Padre, but she is in Austin now. Cheers. Yeah, cheers in Austin for sure. That's a
Hell
drinking
yeah.
city.
Cheers.
They have a really awesome. They have a couple of the best music festivals down there. Austin City Limits, and also
Fuck yeah, they do.
fuck, I'm drawing a blank on the
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. Yes. God damn it.
So you know what's funny?
Hey, you know what? We should go down there live sometime and have
we-
Sawyer go down there too and have Annette there.
We will. Let's do it.
Yeah, Patrick's ideas when he's been drinking. Like
I know he has the greatest ideas when he's drinking.
Hey,
Now
to
his
be
follow
drinking
through
all
on
the time.
everything sucks.
Like we can drive, they all have to fly. It's a way more expensive for them. Well, she's in Austin, right? Annette's not, but for Sawyer to come down, she's gonna have to fly. Patrick, you go ahead and foot that bill. See?
Yep.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Great
whatever,
ideas until
whatever.
you got to pay the bill.
Yeah, until it's
All I
time to
know,
pay the pipe.
all I know,
What do you know?
all I know is that I can fly for free.
Oh, and
It's
that's
funny that he
this is
says
Plano.
He can.
All right. Well, we're in the North Dallas, Lake Dallas, Corinth area, so hit us up.
Well,
with your-
drive your ass there.
So, hey, Devin,
How do
What
you
up?
fly
he can
for free?
fly for free, but yet he's always home
I know exactly.
all
Wait,
throughout the
what?
year.
That's why it's all a lie.
When was the last time you saw him on a fucking vacation,
Or a plane.
or
Okay,
even
wait,
guiding a
why
plane
should
in?
fly-
Or
Oh,
Hold on,
Why
4
do you
years
fly for-
ago.
God, you know how many trips I've been on
Go
in
ahead.
4 years?
Sawyer's trying to
Why-
And I had to
why
pay
do
for
you-
those,
ask a question.
Mr. Free Trips.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to know why
Sorry.
you can fly for free. I want to fly for free.
He used to
What's
work
up
for
with-
Southwest,
I used to
Oh.
work for Southwest 34 years. Yeah.
and he's
Mm.
got all this free travel, but he never uses it. That's why I'm like, I'm calling bullshit because he just.
Well, because really, honestly, because the way the Southwest
don't
is
have it.
right now,
Uh-huh.
oh my God. Y'all
You
have
remember
no...
the character I told you need to write about, sitting in the corner,
Oh my God,
masturbating, using
shut
their
up,
tears as their own
Andy.
lube? That's
What
him
the
because
fuck,
he
dude?
doesn't. He can't
Shut
go anywhere,
up and let
and he
me
knows he can't.
explain.
Shit.
Imagine having all these free tickets, but not going anywhere except for Anna.
I don't
All
have
places.
to. I don't have to have tickets. I don't have to have tickets. I have passes. I can use unlimited passes for life. Okay? I can fly
You know
for
what?
free as long as I live. Shut the fuck up, Andy.
The
Shut
time
up.
he flies, American
Shut up.
buys Southwest Airlines.
Shut up.
Lawyer's like,
Shut
oh,
up.
And they're no good.
Y'all
Let him-
ask me a
let him
question.
get it
I'm
out
going to
so serious.
answer. Y'all shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Sawyer.
God damn, man.
He
Sawyer
yelled at
knows
me.
how I
He
am.
yelled at me.
Anyway,
No, tonight
fuck
it was
you, Andy.
Andy.
Shut the fuck
Andy
up.
had to be quiet. Andy had to be quiet.
Jesus Christ! Why do I always have to talk over you?
I feel like I need a Dragonette cigarette. Can you pass it through the?
Why do you
Okay,
feel?
okay. I'm worked. Shut the fuck up, Andy. Shut up. You asked me a question. I'm going to answer.
Oh shit! Dude, come on,
Shut up.
the studio over.
Okay,
Dude,
here we go.
All right, go ahead.
Here we go. I worked for Southwest over 30 years. I get free flights. That's all I get after 30 years is free flights. If I want to go international, I can pay taxes. If I wanted to go to Aruba or whatever, or Costa Rica, it will cost me $15 round trip. That's it.
So if you were to fly to Norway,
Okay, if I flew to Norway,
Hell yeah!
because
no,
you know,
hold on.
Let's go get on
If
it.
I flew, Sawyer, if I flew to Norway, it would only cost me 10% of the regular fare of what a coach would cost.
10%
Or it would cost me 10%. Shut up, Andy. Or it will cost me 10% of what first class would cost.
I love it. I love it. So
There
when
you
do you
go.
think? When do you think you're getting to Norway? Because don't tell me you ain't trying to get to Norway. I know you're trying to get to Norway.
I want Norway. I want
He's too
Ireland.
fucking short to go to
And I
Norway.
want
Are you kidding me?
Switzerland. Fuck you.
More
Shut up, Andy.
Scandinavian than that motherfucker is.
I'm talking to Sawyer. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I got the
Okay,
DNA
here
profile.
we go.
to prove it.
Shut up, Andy.
Well, there's a reason. Hold on.
Angry
There's a
right
reason
now.
we want to go to
Almost
Norway.
as annoying as his fucking.
There is a reason why we want to go to Norway.
Is Rick?
It's Rick. Exactly.
Pickle Rick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pickled Rick?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we can go. So I thought Rick was moving back. He said that he was moving back to the States.
I hadn't heard that. I'd be surprised if he did, honestly.
Me too.
I know because, yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's
It
all
would be
political.
cool if he came and hung
Shut
out.
up, Andy. It's all
No,
political.
I would. I'd be really surprised if Rick decided to come back from Norway.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sometimes I want to move out of America too, once in a while.
Then fucking do it, Andy, and shut the fuck up and don't say nothing
He
else.
stays here just to annoy the fuck out of you, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick, I would have no purpose if I didn't have you in my life, sir.
You're a dumbass.
You were like,
Andy. You know that, right?
Hey, just so we're all clear, who looked who in the eyes on New Year's Eve and said, "I love you"?
I don't give a fuck,
Hold
Hold on,
dude.
I have a question
I
for
told
y'all.
him.
Stop.
Yep.
All your time. Stop for a second. How did y'all meet?
Well, I
How
was
did you
walking
guys-
along the beach and I saw this short little shit with Napoleon complex, and I was like, I'm kind of short and kind
I
of.
had the Napoleon hat too, and I wanted to stab his ass.
He was
As
like,
soon as I saw him,
he was
I
like,
wanted to stab his ass right in the fucking chest.
all right, so Devin and Patrick met several years back. I met Devin before
Way back, almost 10
before
years.
Devin. I've known Devin 20 plus years. Okay.
Yep.
Definitely over 20 years for sure, because he's been in this house 20 years, and I knew him before he got in this house.
Yep.
Patrick came in via 2015 or 16, and then I met him almost 3 years ago. I met Patrick almost 3 years ago when they started the podcast, and then I said, "This is awesome," and they were like, "Hey, would you like to be part of this?" And then I discovered Patrick's talent for not being able to read news stories. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
I really don't.
The dynamic is absolutely like it's crazy. Like it's so great. Like there's never dead air. Like everybody's always like got something to say. A little too much, as you could tell.
So as you see, I like to talk shit to Patrick, but some of the best bits on this show so far have been when he grabbed pictures from our Facebook and turned them into public what he called public service announcements, which were really just making
PSAs, bitch.
and he crushed it. And then all of a sudden, like we did 3 episodes with them, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared. And I was like, "Aw."
Yeah, I ran
I
out
was
of credits.
totally loved.
Yeah, we were like looking forward to it.
I love self-deprecating humor. Remember when I used to call it defecating? See that's full transparency here. But I love that shit. So when he came with these things, like he hit below the belt on like my stereo. We'll go into that another time. But the
Yeah,
thing,
his stereo sucks.
he
It
was
sounds
so
like a
clever, and
transistor
then
radio.
he just stopped doing this. But either way, it's a love-hate relationship. And some of the best bits on this show has been when he's tried to get me. Devin, what are you doing with your mic right now?
Oh,
Hey,
Willow decided
Sawyer.
to jump on my lap, so I was like, "Oh, she wants to be on air like usual."
Is he like deep throating his mic? What's going on?
No, that's Patrick. Sorry.
Who?
Okay.
That's not me. I don't have a mic in front of me.
Don't mistake
Whatever
Devin
makes
for
the-
Patrick.
Whatever.
See, usually when Patrick's in the mic, hey, Devin, would you not agree when Patrick's in the studio, he's like,
Yeah, he's like,
Sorry.
Everybody has to make
and
money.
sometimes
You know what I mean?
like that's why he removes his condom because he
All right, so
he doesn't like that
That's not
barrier
right.
between him and his mouth.
I know sometimes when we have a guest on, I sometimes, and everybody gets surprised, Andy ends up being the reason once in a while. But what I do want to bring back before we like end everything, or it's not
Andy ends up being an asshole.
Shut the fuck up.
Period.
Sawyer, can you please give us a list of your books again for everybody that's listening at the current time and where they can get them?
Okay, you can get them at Amazon. On Amazon, excuse me. Okay, first book, The Garrison Effect. That's the Scottish version of, their version, Scottish version. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Second book, 93 Kilometers to the Better. That's when the American comes in, and that's their version of what happened with the Scottish.
Okay.
Third book, Fourth Act of Chaos. That's where everybody converges. And then there is special thing in this third book, there's actually a fourth part. So, which I love because there was a question there where the editor was like, we need more meat, we need more stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to compromise. So when I write, I dream. And I was like, well, this is either the most genius thing I ever fucking wrote, or it's going to be stupid as fuck. But I was like, I think I kind of thought it would be good. And then, so I just wrote what I was dreaming about when I wrote the third book. And then when I did it, man, that was it. We knew we had it. Me, meaning my team, and I mean, I'm the writer, obviously, but
No. Can we anticipate a fourth book coming, or are you going to go a different direction with a new subject? Or
no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. The main thing is to get this abroad. We don't have a lot of readers here. The demographic isn't really here. I'm independent, and when you're independent, it's harder to get it out there. But
fair.
The readers are there, and the first place we're trying to really hit is actually Norway, ironically.
Huh.
But if we can get into Norway, there we go.
Very cool.
And then bottom line is, if we can get to film in any which way, shape, or form, if they ask me to do it.
So you're game for it, basically.
Oh, dude.
Absolutely. Okay.
Totally in.
Needs that new off-road indestructible Jeep, remember?
Absolutely. Mama needs a Jeep. But I also I'm writing a book right now.
Yep.
It's more of a companion to what I'm already writing, which is fine. But dude, I could take a break. I got enough written that book can wait. But yeah, I'm in it. Let's go. I need to be back in the Alps. You know what I'm saying? Oh
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's great.
Fair enough.
It's great.
There's two different paradises in the world: mountains or the beach, and mountains, because mountains are gorgeous.
I know,
Absolutely.
but
I
beach
grew up in
has
the mountains.
sandflies. Yeah, I
Do
know,
what?
but beach has sandflies.
I mean, yeah, if you go to a dirty ass.
Yeah, if you go to a beach that's heavily populated, I'm talking about those beaches that are still, well, now they're all discovered. So, but no, there's still mountain peaks there's more mountain peaks that are probably undiscovered than there are beaches, because people get to a certain point of cold and they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. But
No,
no.
you gotta have Swedish clothes. I've got Swedish hiking clothes.
Yeah,
Bitch,
what's the
hold my-
difference between that and regular hiking clothes?
Ask the
Oh,
Russians.
it really is, bitch. Hold
They
my
got
beer.
meatballs.
When
If
you
you
get
live in the permafrost, you will understand at some
right,
point.
but when you get like I have regular hiking clothes, obviously, but when you get into Swedish hiking clothes, it
Uh-huh.
is really bitch. Hold my beer. Those clothes are fucking amazing. I have a pair of hiking pants. I just call them 100. I call them 100 because that's really what they do. Because when I walk outside and it's like 16 below, girl, I'm sorry, you're not girls, dude. Just take a step back. Like I'm gonna be warm.
Andy's a girl. Don't worry about it.
No, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying.
I
But
No,
know.
Andy's a bitch.
You won't offend me. I'm not a girl. Don't worry. You're allowed to say that. I know what gender I am in this day and age. I promise you.
they
I want.
really are amazing because they have a saying over there.
So Annette, I just
They
wanted
have
to.
a saying over there, which
Okay.
is it's not the weather. The only reason you would be cold is if you're not dressing correctly.
Fair
And
enough.
so like my coat is from Norway. Most of my clothes for the winter are from Sweden. So yeah, I'm fucking warm as shit, man.
Understood already. I used to wear snowmobile suits when it was my fifth birthday, not my fifth birthday, but when the year I turned 5, we actually were not the backyard, but the front yard was snowed up to the front door. So
Holy
I get it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Indiana, right?
Yep. Angola, two hour and a half south of Coldwater, Michigan.
Oh wow.
Um,
Did you ever go to Cedar Point?
Nope. Went to not Cedar Point. The only place that I went to that I remember
We need a road
from
trip
that
to Cedar
age
Point.
was Kings Island, which was a little amusement park. But Indiana, like that and far north, we used to get at least a foot to 2 feet. Can't speak. A foot to 2 feet of snow every single winter. And then my 5th birthday, we were almost snowed in, and we were actually tubing off the roof.
Oh wow.
Is he doing something?
We get so much snow here that when I'm shoveling out by the mailbox, I'm only 5 foot flat. I'm really 5 foot barely, right? And when I get out there, the snow's taller than me. And I got oh, do you want to hear a story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right.
She buried
So
Patrick in the snow once.
It wasn't hard unless you
All
knew.
right. So hold on. Let me tell you.
Even though you're 5 foot, you're still taller than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all have to get a job as Oompa Loompas. All right. So check this out. So I'm on my desk.
She called you Oompa Loompa.
You need to give him some of your blue stuff so he can, or no, they're orange. My bad.
All right.
Sawyer,
Hold on.
Wrong color.
Sawyer, I am taller than you.
All right. So hold on. I'm on my deck, right?
Uh-huh.
And holy shit, what is the fucking shit on here? All right. So I'm on my deck and I'm putting this nativity scene. Grandparents gave it, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it, right? All right. So I'm putting them all up. And I was kind of laughing because what's his name? Joseph. I was putting a light up his butt. And I was just laughing because I thought that was kind of funny, to me anyway. All right. But anyway.
Blasphemy is great.
Yeah, but I thought it was kind of funny. And I was just kind of giggling out there. And then I had, Jesus was kind of on the side. Anyway, as I'm putting this light up Joseph's butt, I slipped and my foot hit Jesus, right? So Jesus whips down the fucking staircase. I got a big giant staircase, whips down, hits the fucking mail lady, and she is like losing her shit. She's like, oh no, and I'm like, no, look, you got hit by Jesus. You're healed, right? She did not get that fucking humor. She was like, fuck you, you're fucking asshole. And I'm like, it was funny. I mean, Jesus flew down the steps, right? So anyway, she throws Jesus back up because she's trying to be nice, but she really hates me. The whole fucking winter. All my packages were in the fucking snow buried. She was so mad that Jesus hit her. And I'm like, no sense of humor. No fucking sense of humor. But yeah, he did fly and I did make squealing baby.
I mean, did he turn the snow into wine on his way?
I know, isn't that bullshit, right? Like it should happen, but it didn't. But yeah, she
I
was
mean,
so
snow is
mad
just,
at me
you know,
because I
water
was like,
frozen.
"You're healed. You're
Yeah.
healed."
So it'd be ice winecicles.
Winesicles. What
Yeah,
the fuck is that?
because
Yo.
Jesus turned water into wine. Fuckface.
Dude, I can barely look at my eyes. I can barely see the screen.
So, real quick, since he's in that mode, and we have officially gone 2 hours at this point because we didn't go until 7:30. I do have to step out because I do have to work in the morning. I got to take my son somewhere. Do we want to call it a night or do we want to keep going?
Keep going with Sawyer. I think she's doing really well.
You know what? He doesn't say this when he's got to drive the fuck home.
I know exactly.
Yep. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, but
15, it's
I
not
am home,
15.
so
I
it
gotta
don't
get up
matter.
at 3 a.m. I'm a vagina. Like,
And if you want to call
It don't matter.
I think it's
all right, you know
important to
what?
be. I think it's
That's our
important to
cue right there. That's a
I think
cue.
it's-
Let me tell you, that's a cue. He wrote it like this. He said cue, and he said.
I think it's important.
He put the little
I think it's important to be with your son. What's his name? You didn't even say his name.
Jackson. He's downstairs. He's been on before.
No,
Oh,
what'd you
really?
say?
He's been on before saying he's come on before and he said some profanity and he jumped off.
I'm sorry, but wait, what did you say his name was?
Jackson with an X, Jaxson.
Oh my God, I love that.
Sure.
That's hot. Is he going to be good looking enough to hold that name?
Probably.
No.
Look, Patrick, you have no room to talk like at all. You're 5.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you
all of
something.
his kids are bigger than him.
Yeah, like we're
Hold
4'7".
on.
Molly
Let me
is
tell you
4
something.
taller than you.
No, listen. Shut up, dude.
Facts.
Listen, my son FaceTimed me yesterday, right?
His daughter calls Devin dad, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Devin's her
listen.
second dad, and I'm her uncle.
And it makes him.
No.
Serious, he made
Listen.
him cuss one night when we had to take shots of disgusting stuff. Anyways, go ahead.
No. Listen. So my son, shut the fuck up. Okay, listen. So my son calls me yesterday. He's FaceTiming me. I'm going, what the fuck is he doing FaceTiming me? So I FaceTime him back. Y'all two need to shut the fuck up and let me talk.
On the phone and it dings.
Y'all just be quiet for a second. Let me tell you this. Anyway, that motherfucker, if he is listening on the Twitch or whatever, okay, whatever, sorry. Anyway, okay, so he kept FaceTiming me, my son. He kept FaceTiming me. And he goes, Dad, call me. Okay, so I called him on the FaceTime.
On the FaceTime.
And what he did that. No, it's just funny because it's hard for him to see him fucking completely bald. He has no hair.
The only one laughing is Patrick. You notice this?
He looks funny
You're
with
the
no
worst
hair. And he was looking. Hold
ever.
on. He was looking into the camera. He was looking into the camera going,
I can't do any more impressions of him. I'm done.
Son, why are you doing that? You have no fucking hair.
No.
Just like his dad.
All right,
Hey, I got hair.
let's go ahead. Like,
Anyway,
Sawyer, I apologize for the last 2.5, 3 minutes of this podcast. Thank you for entertaining.
No, Sawyer.
We do appreciate
No,
it.
sorry.
You have
Sawyer,
been-
I think y'all are
Hold
really
on.
nice guys.
What? Sorry,
Hey,
I said I think y'all
Patrick,
are really
shut
nice guys.
we're good. What?
that's
wait.
bullshit. Andy's
Patrick,
ass.
stop. Let her finish the statement.
God,
No, I think y'all are really nice guys. I think you're doing a really good job. I think that
Thank you.
you know. No, I do. I think you're all really nice guys. I think you're doing a really good job. I think that you ask very poignant questions. Because who doesn't want to talk about their own book? Hello.
I
But
told
I
you,
also like
shameless self-promotion. I told you. That's what we're about when we
exactly.
got a guest on.
But I also like that you go in a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's talking about whatever, and then you ask more questions about it. I think that's really good. You know, because I get to talk about shit that literally my friends are like, shut the fuck up if I have to hear about your characters one more time. But I think that's good. You know what I mean?
We want
And
to. The thing is when we meet a guest, we're not just meeting who they are like professionally. You also have to meet who they are like personally too as well. So that's the big drive behind that.
yeah, and I'm loving that. I think you got a great vibe going, and I think that obviously you have to stay away from politics because we all kind of get really stupid on that shit.
Yeah, we need to stay away from politics.
Smoke
Yeah,
weed. Yeah. I mean, I didn't say that. I
just
didn't,
There
take
are
a
no good
knife and
politics.
stab
I didn't
yourself
say
in the back.
anything. I didn't say anything. I did not say that.
No, but I know, but you know what I mean? Like if we go that route, we're all stabbing each other in the neck, and we don't need to be doing that because that's just stupid, you know. But that's what I like. Like you guys make sure you really stay on task, which is exactly what you do when you're a parent. Is like every time your kids start acting up, you're like, no, we ain't talking about your bullshit fucking day. We're
So
talking about what you just fucking did wrong or what you did right or what the fuck ever. You know what I mean?
with the risk of just a couple more minutes, it's funny that you say that we stay on. Because
Task.
often when we don't have a guest, the squirrel, like, hey, look over there, the squirrel. It
Yep.
happens. It happens more than you have. It's so bad.
No, I know.
So-
Like
But
in Kyle,
thank you
we
for
call
that.
it
I appreciate
Kyle.
the compliment. I'm going to take it 100%. So
Absolutely. Like in Kyle, I lived in Kyle, Austin, Buda, Kyle.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got
That's
pulled
right,
over to Kyle.
right?
Fuck that town.
And we always talk about the cow. My son was dating this girl, and she kept hitting fucking cows. I don't know how you fucking hit a cow. Just let me throw that out there. I mean, they're standing there. You can see them. They're going moo. What the fuck, right?
They're like, move. They're literally telling you to get the fuck
Yeah,
out
they're
the way.
like moo, right? And but we always called it the cow, you know. And somebody got so distracted, they're just fucking staring at the cow, but they hit it anyway. And then it's not like she fucking brought that shit to our house so we could have some beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
it's for dinner. God.
I know. Oh my god, the fajitas I could have made off of that shit. But anyway, when well, I coulda. Like I know how to do it. I got nothing. What the fuck ever, right? But that's my bottom line. It's like you kind of have to stay on that. You know, stay on task.
That was the word of the day, by the way.
yeah, that was the Pee Wee Herman word of the day. Beef.
Beef.
Usually
Yeah.
it's balls. At least I got it out once tonight.
You did. Man, we
Yeah,
went like
just don't go
2
with
hours.
him
Didn't
to
say
the
it once.
theater.
Didn't say it once.
That just don't go with him to the theater. That's all I'm saying. Unless you got a lot of tissues. What? Did I just say that? Yeah, totally.
Whoa.
All right.
Really? Wow.
Oh, don't say wow, you fucking drunk fucker. All
I'm
right.
not drunk, man.
I gotta call it a night. Y'all can stay on if y'all want, but I gotta call
You
it.
asshole. You're a dumbass.
He's only
No,
saying that because his
dad.
kids are grown.
No,
He's
he's a
only
good
saying that
dad.
because his kids are grown, period.
No,
Otherwise he'd be like, yeah, I gotta go.
nuh-uh. He's a good dad, and that's more important than anything else.
Damn right.
So Sawyer, just so you know,
Thank you.
when he's here in studio, he leaves at like 9:10. Like we're 10 minutes past showtime. He's like, I gotta go, I gotta get up and blah blah blah. So even without kids, this motherfucker is like gone, but he's on. Here he is drinking in his house, and he's like, well, I can go to sleep in the next 10 minutes. I probably sleep in here and not get in trouble. So
You know what? You know what, Andy? I have done my time. So I have the right to do whatever the
dudes,
fuck I want.
dudes, like 50 dudes lined up to get
in the
an
book
autograph.
side.
In the book
All
side.
right. Well, before
Anyway.
y'all go off on each other, I just want to say thank you.
No, thank you for being on.
No, you were awesome. I would love to dive deeper into some of these conversations. I know we kind of hit the surface level, but there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to get into detail. But unfortunately, you know, we ain't got that time.
And you know,
All right. Well,
when
by
we
the
get the
book.
microphones working all.
Yeah.
You know.
By
Hey,
the book.
Sawyer, I'll
By
get
the
back
book.
with you, okay?
All right. Wait. Stop. Buy the book so we can have deeper chats.
Word, definitely.
Make sure you get your tissue so you can cry in the sad parts. And then the other part, you can go, Oh my God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then make sure you wear socks so they roll up and down.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, it's badass. It's badass. That's all I'm saying. It's badass.
All right. I'll make
Hey,
sure to
Sawyer,
wear
you got to
socks.
tell me that one.
Babe, I hope you're listening. I'm wearing socks tonight.
I'm not wearing socks. So
All right. I just want to say thank you for your time.
no, thank you for
No,
your time. And
thank
thank you for
you.
hanging in there with all the chaos and frustrations we had in the beginning. That was like, oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I gave
Legitimately,
birth. I gave birth so many times. You think this bothers me? Psh,
Right?
oh my
No, you're a
God.
fucking trooper.
when you drop,
Yeah, she is.
we're big on perspective, and when you drop perspective like that, you're absolutely right. But even saying that, thank you for having the patience dealing with, because this is something we're 2 years in and we still have issues almost every other show. So thank you for being patient. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for giving us your time. You know, we're all busy as adults, 100%, especially 8 kids, 7 kids, 8 kids,
8.
8
Eight.
kids. Yeah. Like, even if they're grown, you know what I mean? Like, thank you for your time. We appreciate that.
Oh, thank
Definitely.
you.
And anybody still hanging on listening, if you haven't liked, subscribe, do so now and turn on your notifications right now.
Do it. Do it.
And
Do
that
it.
includes you too, Sawyer.
All of you people.
Thank you again for your time, and everybody have an amazing night. And Patrick, stay thirsty, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Sawyer after this.
No, don't answer his phone call.
Yeah, don't answer.
No,
He
I'm
needs
gonna
sleep.
call her. I gotta
He
talk
needs
to her.
sleep. He needs to go to sleep. That's cool. He needs to go.
No, I
All right.
don't.
Night, night.
You have an amazing time with your son tomorrow, please.
Oh, you know, I got to work tomorrow. He's going to see his uncle and his great grandma. He's going to be good. I'm picking him up afterwards. We've had like the last week and a half plus another few days after. Love my son. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But absolutely, I will.
Good deal.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will catch you next
Thank you,
Tuesday.
Sawyer.
Like a deaf kid playing musical chairs. We're out.
What he said. Later, y'all.